This is our new hotel for the night. We chose to stay in a different place. We didn't get as good of a deal as it was last week. Last week, this place was only $5, but today it's a whopping $7 US. So $7 for this place. So $7, not $5, unfortunately. So an extra 50,000 on this, or extra $2. Fluffy really wanted this one over the other one. I leaned towards the other one because of the size and the balcony, but we decided to stay here. I think she likes the modern part of it better. 2 beds, we don't need this bed. The other bed was huge, Fluffster. This bed is just decent. So, but the AC is blowing good. I like that AC right there. And then we're gonna go out and we're going to eat our favorite restaurant here in this city. You do got this, Wi-Fi, TV, amenities, free water there, and free water downstairs in the dispenser that's readily available for everybody. That's 100% free at a $7 hotel. So, Fluffy's gonna get ready. We gotta figure out how to keep that AC on though, Fluffster. Can you put this in the fridge? Bring what? Let's see what the fridge looks like. Oh, Fluffy, there's water in here too, but is that ours or?
Yeah, just place it there.
I'm asking you, there's water in here. Is that ours or is that sold?
I'm not sure. We can ask.
I'm sure they're gonna say, oh, you gotta buy, but maybe someone left that or not sure. But we got a free water dispenser downstairs anyways. Unlimited water. Maybe it's water.
Oh, it's sold.
It's sold water. There we go. Here's our view. We had 2 options, either be on the 2nd floor, which we thought would be a little noisy, and it was a little bit low of view. It had a partial view because it was blocked.
There is deposits for the key card.
How much?
300.
1,000?
Yeah.
300?
Or if you lose it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It can't be 300,000. 300,000 is 2 days worth of a room.
The water I can't see.
So this is our spot. This is actually where we ate our 25,000 Bonet the other day. This is that park that we went to. So there we go. Fluffy, you don't have any of those cards that we used to use?
I forgot my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't have it.
I guess.
Don't you have extra in your?
We just got to the city of Quy Nhon, Vietnam. So let me set this up. We're gonna
Don't you
try.
have another card?
Let me see. I don't know if I got
Oh,
one.
No, I guess you don't.
Which one, Fluffy? I don't really have any extra cards.
Tiny.
Fluffy, calm down, calm down.
I didn't bring my wallet.
Why would you not bring your wallet? I don't really have anything that I want to leave. Well, you know what? I got something I can leave. Forgot I have these cards. Do you think it needs to be a hard card or a soft card?
What card? Hard card.
That?
No, this won't work. Let me see.
I don't think it'll work. Yes, we were in Vietnam. I don't think that's gonna work. It's too thin.
Let me check.
If the internet cuts off, give me a second, guys.
Seems like it's working.
I don't think so.
I already changed it.
But give it a second.
Okay.
See? You. Just what I tell you.
Hard card.
I don't have one. I don't have one that I'm willing to leave. I have my license, but I'll forget my license at the end, and that's the last thing I need.
Let's just.
No. Okay, keep it in, because I'm on the Wi-Fi, it's gonna kick me off. I'm gonna figure something out. Let's try this.
What card is that?
It's an old card, but I don't know if it'll work. Let's use it. Let's see. If the light goes out, that means the internet's gonna kick us off. But let's give it like 30 seconds. We need to ask for another one because it's gonna be deadly when we get in here.
You
So
need to have a deposit.
I'm not gonna leave it 300. If not, we'll just screw it. But I guess let's go downstairs. Let's go, Fluffster. We have our water. So here's the last quick look before we go out to dinner. Here we go. There's one bed, which is like a queen size bed, smaller bed. We're way up at the freaking top. I wish we were down a little lower so that we can get a better view of this park down here. But we got the bed, got the ACs blowing good. Here is the bathroom. What's up, Chris? This is our bathroom. We're gonna go to a handmade, like those spring rolls that you roll up. But this is my favorite one. I've already been here one time last week, and we're gonna go to it again. It's my favorite restaurant so far in this city. So we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna hope to get a replacement card. Fluffy, make sure, have your Google Translate. Unique bathroom door. Yeah, that's kind of, I didn't notice that till you said it, the glass on it. So, Fluffy, have the translate and say, is it possible for us to get a second card? Because we might come in and out at different times. When you tell them that, they usually will do it. Yeah, we love these ones. These ones are really good. The meat, you guys, they don't have this kind of meat. They have the meat, but they don't, I don't know why they don't serve it that way. And then if he gives it to you, Fluffy, just run back up.
Hi.
Hello. As soon as you said that, you jinxed us. So as soon as you said that, you jinxed us. He said, man, the elevator is working good and the internet's working good in the elevator. And as soon as you said that, it died. But actually it wasn't the elevator. It's the ground floor here. That, it brought me to a H. So it was in very, very bad.
Are we getting a cab?
Or
we're walking?
No, we're not walking. I just want to see what's open here at night. Let's see, because remember, this is the place where we had the 25,000 Bonet. This is the cheapest Bonet place we've ever had. And it looks like it's still open, so this would even be a dinner option. This is what I had, 25,000 Bonet. We had that the other day. I might have that for breakfast tomorrow. So, Fluffy, let's go sit at the park and order the grab. So Fluffy likes this place because there's a few restaurants here. There's this park here. It's a little more lively. We're only about 3-minute walk from the other apartment. Remember the one that was the huge one with the big bed and the big balcony. So we're back here. We are on the 6th floor. So I think that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're at the top. So yeah, I wish we were at the 3rd or the 4th so we could see the park a little better. Because here's the park. And then here's, hold on, Fluffs. And then here's our 25,000 VND Bonet place right next door. The big blue, yeah, Fluffy didn't want that one. I wanted it. She wanted this one, so we saved $2 US. This place is $7 a night. The other one was $9. If this was the one that was last week, that was only $5 a day, but it went up to $7. I believe so. Take a look at it on. I think it's that second one, Fluffy. What's up? What's up? Have a taste of.
Juan Nemchaloy.
I think it's that one.
Yeah.
Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, it looks like it's it. Right, Fluffster? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So go down and copy the address. Just directly copy it. I think that's it. Let's see how much Zon is going to cost us. It was 116 from the train station. Let me see, Fluffster. Let me see. 113. Is this it? Let me try to pass that one again. How do you paste? Paste it in there, Fluffster. 113, right? I don't. Nemchaloy, right there. No, yeah, that's it. Confirm pickup. That is it. Oh my God, 11,000? Is that correct? Is that where it was, Fluffy? Is that it?
If you want to just walk.
No, I don't want to walk because we don't know what time they close. And
I guess.
is that the right address, though? That's what I need to find out. I feel like that's too close, but maybe not. Yeah, we're going to dinner. No, here's our hotel. We just booked this one. This was the $5 hotel that we were going to get last week, but now it bumped up to $7. We passed on the other one. Well, Fluffy wanted this one instead, so we took this one. Is that the right one?
I just copied the address.
Yes, but there was like 4 different options. Just hit that, and let's make sure it's in the same spot. Is it in the same spot? Okay. So that's crazy. Zon is only 11,000. So let's book that. We're gonna book this for 11,000. Hit 11,000. It's 11,000 VND, which is like 40 cents. It's like 40 cents. It's crazy. No, we already booked our place. Here's 20 Fluffster. We had two choices. We could either stay at that big balcony, the other one that was the guest house that we stayed at last week. That was $9. This one was $7. This one's a little smaller, no balcony, but it has that window and Fluffy like the modernness and it being a little more lively and having the park. Quy Nhon, it's never gonna be a replacement for Da Nang until the Western amenities come. Plus, remember, this is still 5 hours from Da Nang, so what are you guys gonna do for a visa run? So that means you have to leave here. You have to take a train from here for 5 hours up to Da Nang, stay the night, wake up the next day, do your 11, 12-hour visa run, stay the night in Da Nang, then come back the next day, take a 5-hour train back here. So it's about a 3-day process to do a visa run. So the two big down. So this place is going to be much, 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 much cheaper than Nha Trang. That's the positive part. But it lacks the international airport and it lacks the visa run and the Western amenities. So that's going to be the downsides of this city. But it is going to be slightly cheaper than Da Nang. So if cost is your only thing, this is decently cheap. Not very much cheaper though overall. But it is cheaper and it gives you maybe 30 to 40% of the amenities that Da Nang gives you.
I think it's lit.
The only thing Actually, right now the rent would be a little higher. They said the one lady said 4 million, the other one said 5. So transfer 4 to 5 million. That's what they told us. So I think it's about 200. But the thing is, if you'll fly there, remember there's no international airport in this city, so you're gonna still have to go. I don't know where you're gonna catch an international airport. Let's go right there, Fluffy. So you're gonna have to go to the international. Watch this side, Fluffy. You're gonna have to go to an international airport to fly out. There's no international airport here. Where are you gonna fly out of though? That's the problem. So we'll show you guys. For everyone that didn't see the domestic to Ho Chi Minh, okay, maybe, but I'm not sure. Check out the prices on Skyscanner. See what a one way or a round trip to Ho Chi Minh is from here, and then do that. It's definitely going to cost you more doing it that way than the Lin Visa, but people can figure out different options. But we'll show you guys some of these amenities. So we'll show you this. There's a good amount of parks and monuments, but it is missing. Oh man, that guy almost got sideswiped. You're probably gonna have a hard time finding expat friends here if you guys are interested in that. Wow, the first Starbucks. Have we seen the Starbucks here, Fluffy? We haven't seen it. I'm not sure what area. And remember, there's also 2 sections of Quy Nhon. So there's a river side and the beach side. I'm not sure which side is better. I kind of think the beach, but the river side is not bad also. Which side do you like better, Fluffy? River or beach side?
We just went to the beach side one time.
We went to the beach side all year last year.
No, river one time.
But I mean, that's going to be the river side. Instead of going to the beach, you're going to hang out at the river and walk around there.
I like the lake.
Fluffy likes the lake. Remember the lake was where we took the pictures, and there was like the fancy gallery place. So Da Nang is the closest nice city to Laos. To Laos, well, closest big city for like Westerners, probably Dong Hoi is only 3 hours from the border. So Dong Hoi, shockingly, is only 3 hours, but Dong Hoi is going to have less amenities than Quy Nhon. So if you just go by basically distance, Dong Hoi was only 3 hours away. So Dong Hoi is closer to Laos, but it's not as cheap, and it's not as Western tourist friendly as Quy Nhon. Yeah, if you guys can do that. So if you guys are not budget guys and that's an open deal, then you open up a lot of options. But my logic is, if you guys are budget guys, why are you only getting $175 hotels? At that point, you guys might as well get like a $280 or $250 nice apartment here. That would be my logic, instead of doing the $175 hotel with no balcony, no kitchen. You might as well spend extra $100 or so, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, and get an actual apartment. You can go stay at TMS. TMS is probably the most popular condo here, and then a lot of people stay at I think it's called FLC, or Altera is another one, and those are right on the beach. So those are kind of options too. My thinking is, if you, oh, here it is. We love this restaurant. 11,000, the cheapest we've ever got. That's awesome. Electric car vehicle that grab ride was 40 cents. 40 cents for that ride, guys. 40 cents. The cheapest we've ever had was 20 or 18,000. That was 11,000. I have plans to live there as in 2 years. I'm getting military pension and will live there on my pension plus teach English. Very nice. They just opened a McDonald's in Hoi An. Never been to Hoi An again. This app right here. Let me show it to you guys. It's called Zon SM. Come on. So this is the replacement for InDrive here. There's no InDrive in Quy Nhon. InDrive is always cheaper. We just had InDrive and Zon in Nha Trang. In Da Nang, InDrive is always cheaper than Zon, and in Quy Nhon. Or come on, Da Nang and Nha Trang, InDrive is cheaper. It's always across the board that it's cheaper. Do we got a table? I guess we gotta wait. I guess. You want to sit out here, Fluffy? You want to sit or you want to wait? Want to tell her which one?
You can sit here. We'll wait for that. Oh, upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you want to stay here?
I don't know. You make the decision. I don't care.
They're cooking.
No, so I never recommend Grab. I guess Grab. Oh, here we go. Look at all this meat. Look at all this. This is what they marinate right here, and then they'll. This is what I like. So this is the meat that they use for the spring roll, guys. So they grill it like that, and this is how it comes out. So, okay. So I like that meat better than those sausage rolls that they put on the stick. This is so much better in my opinion. And we're gonna get this big platter for 125,000. So here's what I tell you guys. In the order of cheapest Grab transportation apps, you want to use InDrive number 1. If you don't have InDrive, you use Zon. And if you don't have Zon, you go to Grab. In that order, they're cheaper. If you get another one, ask them how much for the Visa run.
Do you want to plug them?
No, I'm pretty good right now. Let me try to log into the... How's the quality? I hope I don't have to reset this, but I'm on an H. But give me 1 second. Let me know how the quality is.
Order already?
Same thing. But if you can bring the menu here, I want to show them the menu too. So here's what we're gonna get, guys. So here it is. So we get this. Oh, did they raise the price, Fluster? So here's what we get.
Oh,
this.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are gonna get. This is the one that we got last time, right?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
That's it. Come on. Can I show them? So here it goes. Grilled beef, grilled pork, a crispy rice paper, peanut sauce, vegetables, and rice paper. So basically this platter comes out like here. It's beef, it's pork, you get all your vegetables, your mango, your peppers. This is actually pretty good. I thought it was like pork skin, crispy pork skin, but basically it's deep fried to make all your spring rolls, and it's pretty good. And it's basically $2.50 for Fluffy, $2.50 for me. And they have other ones. Set for, you can get the all meat one, you can get the all pork one, but this is my favorite restaurant here. Is Quy Nhon clean? I would say, Fluffy, do you feel Quy Nhon is it's probably as clean or the same as Da Nang, I would think? Do you feel it's cleaner or less cleaner?
Less.
You think this is less cleaner than Da Nang? So Quy Nhon, she thinks is a little less clean. Good quality, okay. Now it's buffering. Yeah, so what sucks is I don't know why. I'm good with this, Fluster. Let me know how the quality is right now, because I'm logged into the Wi-Fi. Yeah, if we can get another table inside, let's go. Can we go? So here we go. Let's go inside, guys. So here's all the meat. This is all the fixings right here. And then they're making up different stuff. They have the meat. Very nice. And actually, we got our same table as last time. Here we go. Here we go. Much better. Bigger table. Not the smoke blowing in our face. So, there we go. Fluffy, what about spray? Apparently they have an upstairs too, guys, so if you guys are upstairs type, here we go. Wow, it's already all ready. Look at this. There's our meat. There's our crispy rice, our peanut sauce, and our vegetables, and the rice paper. There we go. Let me spray my hands. Come on. Here, Fluffster. You guys still there? Where you guys at? Where are you guys at? Let me know if you guys are here. The Wi-Fi's on. I think it should be working. There we go. So this is the meat. It's beef. Come on. It's beef and pork. And I'm an expert at these now, so I can show you guys how to make them. Peanut sauce, vegetables. What is this, Joe Rogan of Vietnam? El Feo thinks I'm Joe Rogan of Vietnam. I almost dropped that. Flufferoonie. I feel like this one's too thick. No, it's only one.
Is it?
I'm gonna break these in half though. I like to break these in half. So I'll show you guys how I do mine. Where's my chopsticks? Because I'm an expert with the chopsticks now. This is how I'll do it.
That's why they troll you.
Who? Why? Put a little bit of this meat down. I'll even go crazier. I'll put a little. I'm gonna do it variety style. I'm gonna do it beef and a little pork. Use your translator to ask if they use sugar in their marinade. I don't know if, I would imagine they probably, even if it's not sugar, I bet you there's something that's sweet. I would doubt that you can get it without sugar. We'll ask them when we leave, but I have a feeling there's something, even if it's not directly sugar, I have a feeling there's probably honey or something in it with sugar, I would think. And there's that big, huge marinade. So I guess maybe the owner's in the front. She's a nice lady. Maybe you can work out a deal and say, hey, do you think you can just give me the unmarinated version? But remember, this is Asia, guys. They don't understand custom orders. It's crazy. Because like if I say, hey, no mayo or no this, they look at you crazy. Where's the peppers? No peppers? I need my peppers. What's this plate called? I think it's called Nem Cha Loy. I think it is called Nem Cha Loy. We'll look up it. Come on. The name of the restaurant is Nem Cha Loy, and I think that at least the name of the food is Nem Cha. We cannot find this in Da Nang. We can find a version of it, but it's never this marinated grilled flat meat. It's always like a skewer with like sausage round meat, but it's never the flat meat. Go back about 3 minutes when they're outside. We'll have a menu. Yeah, if you go back about 3 minutes, but I'll check it when we leave too. It's not, I'm a loser. Okay, there I'm a loser. Thank you. Thank you, Fluffy. There we go. There you go, Santo Nino. Very good.
Thank you.
What a nice
Say
man.
thank you, Fluff.
Thank you, Fluff.
No, thank you for for your comments.
What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Now here's the rolling it up. I didn't put any peppers in it. We'll put some peppers. What a nice guy. We'll just ignore him. We'll let him talk himself to death. But here's how you do it. And there we go.
Oh, you want another?
What's up, Tim? We have our Nem. This is what I was telling you about, Tim. This we cannot find in Da Nang. They will have the sausage on a skewer, but they do not have this. And whenever I show them a picture of this, they have no clue. But let me show you. I want Tim to see this because I kept trying to explain this to everybody in Da Nang. Oh, here we go. So this is what I want. Nem Cha Loi. I think that's the name of the restaurant, but it comes in this flat meat. It's very good. This is my favorite restaurant in the whole city of Quy Nhon. So it comes like this. In Da Nang, they will give you the skewers, like the sausage style meat. And I say, no, 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 I just want this flat marinated meat. And they don't understand, but it's called Nem Cha Loi. And I believe that's the name. Come on. Yeah, this is my favorite restaurant here. Nem Lu, that's what it is. And I kept asking you guys for months and months and months. And you guys kept telling me like, Nem Quan or Nem this, Nem this, Nem this. And I was like, no, 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 it's not that. It's not that. Not that. Not that. And I was like, what is it? I was like, what is it? No one, when I show pictures to them in Da Nang, they're like, no, we don't serve it. And I'm like, why do you not serve it? I'm like, why do you not serve it? It's like, all you do is just marinate the meat. And they're like, no, it's regional. And I'm like, what's regional about it? It's just marinated meat. So I'm like, huh. But here's the peanut sauce. And here we go. I'll give you guys the first bite. Yeah, so we get this, but it comes in the sausage type. So the one that we get in Da Nang is exactly the same. It comes with all the same stuff. But the only difference is it comes on the skewers with like the formed pressed sausage skewer meat. And we say, no, 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 I want the beef and the pork flat marinated. And they'll say, oh, no, we don't serve that here. And I'm like, why? But here we go. This is the restaurant I've been thinking about for the past year. So as you guys see, it's just like the marinated meat. It's not on the skewers, it's not sausage-like. And it even comes with this, which is awesome. So Kim says you can find it in Da Nang. Everywhere I showed in Da Nang, they said, no, no, that's regional. That's regional.
They do this pork
The skewers.
steak, the skewers.
But Kim says we can find it at Nem Nuong Na Trang. Ah, maybe because it's maybe, I bet you this is, maybe. I asked all over Da Nang. Every time we would go to a place that serves those. But to be fair, I know if we got this platter, it would not be the same price in Da Nang. All this,
So if you
125.
We didn't really find
125.
We didn't really find the place in
$5.
local place that to eat at
Where? Na Trang?
yeah, Nha Trang.
Na Trang, we can't do that area. We can go to another area. It's a Na Trang dish. Now that's what I'm figuring. So when they said, oh, it's regional. So what I think is Da Nang is the cutoff point. I think Da Nang and higher does the sticks. And I think below does this. I prefer this much better. I prefer this much better. I thought it was 140. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 140. Last week it was 125. That's why I asked Fluffy. There's tape over the menu, so maybe with my live stream here, they said, "Oh man, let's raise the price." He's raving about it. Last week it was 125, so it went up 15,000. So it went up like it went up about 30 or 40 cents. It went up about 40 cents. But still, this is my favorite restaurant here. And I think when we came here it was the weekend. Now it's Monday, so now it's the beginning of the week. But it's a great price, and I love the food. These, when I got
some mangoes.
I love this food. I can eat this every single day though. My wallet wouldn't. Yeah, my wallet could handle it because this is only 120. Well, 140 now. But before, holiday was yesterday. Is today a holiday? No. So I got that. Let me put a little. I always do the garlic and the onions. But if you guys ever get out to Quy Nhon, try this place. I'm telling you guys, if you guys like spring rolls or the handmade ones, you guys will like this, especially if you like beef. And actually, if you want, you can either get all beef or all pork. I actually like the mixture. But if I have the option, I like the mix. I should reach over the phone and grab your food. Man, Tim, you should be eating this all the time.
Maybe they
You should know how to make
regional.
this.
Fluffy, it's regional.
You should know how to make this. Will has been going on about it. I love this place. We've already been here twice, and we've only been to Quy Nhon for what, 3 days, I think. If we stay, we might stay one more day actually here. If we do, we might even come back here tomorrow. I like the grilled pork too, but the flavor of this beef is really good and it's really tender. So there we go. Just everybody, I was gonna kick Santo, but I'm just gonna ignore him, so don't worry about him. If you just see him, just pretend you don't. He's a troll. I don't feel like reaching up, eating my food and banning him, but you can see the kind of language he uses.
Our vacation.
And he even insulted Fluffy, so.
Okay, thank you. What did he say? I want to know.
Yeah, native. It's an hour away. The airport is an hour away from Nha Trang. Big difference.
So
You guys always say, "Oh, you're so dogging Nha Trang," but I'm telling you, there's a lot of flaws in Nha Trang.
use InDrive.
We're in Quy Nhon. Yeah, Tim will probably know.
InDrive, use,
Yeah, use InDrive in Nha Trang. It's cheaper.
If not, InDrive, use Sun. Never Grab.
We just got a Zon SM for 11,000 here. Great
Shout
deal.
out to Ben.
But Ben, if Ben would have got this for 11,000, he would have tipped him 100. It would have been 11,000, and he would have gave him 111.
To Ben 'cause he uses
Yeah, I know.
Sun.
But that's what I'm saying. If Ben would have used it, the price would have been 11,000 for the ride, and Ben would have gave him 111. Come on, Tim. It's the beef. Actually, pretty. Look at that. Look at that. What's up, Army guy? This is a peanut sauce. And oh yeah, you never got to the spring roll place in Da Nang. I wish you would have tried that place. It's nowhere near as good as this. But they have a version of their peanut sauce in Da Nang. It's more mixed with a little bit of pork, and it's like a heated sauce. It's peanut pork sauce. This one is better. God is great, sending me love, Tim. I got cheap InDrive ride and give high tips. I don't know if you can beat Ben. I think Ben has you beat on the tips. Ben will tip on top of a tip. I think I'm telling you, Tim. You might have met your match with Ben. Ben almost paid
No, but
$20 for a kilo of fruit.
Timmy is generous with his niece and massage. With his niece.
This is very good. No, we're in Quy Nhon. We're back in, this is my favorite restaurant.
Tim is very friendly with niece and nephew that he treats them for dinner, expensive dinner. That's Tim.
What was the fruit that Ben paid $20 for?
Mangosteen.
Mangosteen. And he said he paid something like $20 a kilo. And it's normally like $4 or $5 maximum.
Because of
no tipping culture in Vietnam. It's not expected. Not expected and not really common. Some people do it, but it's not expected.
The only thing that it gets Ben, it's because of his wife.
I will agree with Kim. It is nice, but it's not expected. I tip if there's extra service, because Americans got to understand. In America, the waitress will come over here, she'll refresh your cup, she'll tell you have a nice shirt, how's your day. Here, waiters and waitresses are literally, they'll take your order, drop your food off, and you'll never see them again. The only time you'll see them again, wow, that was a spicy pepper. The only time you'll see them again is when you flag them down to pay. So it's a different atmosphere. Now, here's where I would tip. If you hire a tour guide, like to drive you around, I would tip those people. And if you have people like carry your bags up to the hotel, I would tip those people. But on in-drive, I normally don't tip. And on regular restaurants where it's just take your order, drop your food off, never see them again, I usually don't tip. There's been plenty of locals that will tell me that stop tipping, you're hurting it for everybody else.
No, Timmy.
He probably I'm sure he has some. He probably just doesn't know them.
Timmy is generous with his niece. That's what I can say about
Ben's mom was from here too.
Yeah.
So he has some relatives here, but I don't think he really knows them.
I know. I remember like he cut ties already.
Maybe, yeah, on a service, maybe if it was a haircut or something, then possibly a tip. But what I'm talking about is mostly restaurants. I don't get haircuts. I do my own haircuts. On services is kind of a toss-up. But on regular grabs or on restaurants, I normally don't tip. But on services, it's kind of a toss-up.
This is the best part. Best one.
I love these things, guys. Look at these. I thought this was like the pork skin, but listen how crunchy it is.
Why are you?
I literally can eat these for a snack.
If you want more chilies.
Yeah. You know another slight downside about Quy Nhon, at least in this area we notice, everything kind of closes around 10. So I don't know if it's just this area, but we've noticed in this area a lot of stuff closes down at 10. Army guy, let me ask you this. Do you tip at restaurants normally? And do you tip grabs or in-drives or whatever? Yeah, my nose is freaking running.
You know what? Army guy should visit Nyatra. I feel like he would like it.
I don't know. I think he would get sticker shock too, though.
Oh, he will enjoy it. He enjoys Ho Chi Minh.
I kind of think Ho Chi Minh might be cheaper than that part of Nha Trang. especially if you don't live in the main area. But you should go see Marcus in his area, Army guy. I don't know if he's ever met Marcus.
No.
I think Marcus was already gone.
Yeah.
I think Marcus was already gone. E?
Oh, you want more?
Eat that salad? I've been eating the mangoes.
And the cilantro.
I live in LA, nothing but tipping here. I know, man. I know. Taxes and tips in USA. That's how Ben was about his relatives.
What, Timmy?
No, not wanting his family in Vietnam. Because I don't think he ever even really knew any of his family here. Because his mom left the country when she was young, married his dad like in, what did he say, like the 70s or something?
Yeah.
Like the 50s or the 60s or something. I think it was like the 60s. It was a long time ago. Ben hasn't popped up in here in a while. No, he popped up the other day.
Remember, Ben's mom is orphan, and like he stayed in the convent or like a Catholic church, and like he she knew a lot of people, so like her mom connects their family to everyone because like, she's so thankful about what happened that they're something like that. So like he cuts ties because like everyone is just put it there, everyone is like his relatives.
So those peppers are pretty spicy. I'm shocked. I used to use the whole thing. Now I've been cutting them in half. We get a nice beef one right here. I think, Fluffy, didn't you say you grew up with a maid?
Yeah, why?
Maid said that. Fluffy had a maid. I asked on Facebook if inclusion of water and power in the rent, and the reply was price includes management fee. Management fee is a BS fee. It's just like, it's like a homeowners association fee. That doesn't mean electricity or nothing. It's probably a condo or something, and there's a condo fee. Basically think of it as like a homeowners association or a management fee. It's a fee that it's a BS.
Did you see your hotel? You're like 30 feet away from, 30 steps or 50 steps away from the beach.
How much is a train to Da Nang straight shot? How much we just looked? 800,000. 800,000 for a 4-bed sleeper. I would highly, highly recommend you breaking that trip up. We just did a 5-hour trip, and now we're in Quy Nhon. And then we'll do another 5-hour trip from Quy Nhon back to Da Nang. If you want to have the courage, do the 10.5-hour trip, but I highly recommend breaking it in at least 2 to 3 different trips. But I think the 4-car sleeper train was 800,000, which is like $30 or something. I think it was like $30. I love these things. Actually, it wasn't much more money. It actually was not much more. I think out of breaking up all the trips, I think, I will look when I get home because I budgeted and I wrote it down, but I think it was less then 100,000 extra. Now, yes, you will have to pay apartments and stuff, but you have to understand. I'm telling you, if you do that 10 and a half hour train ride, you are going to be miserable. I'm telling you guys. So you got to
6 hours we stand up, stretch.
yeah, you're
walk
gonna have to
around
get
the
up.
train.
You're gonna have, if you book the 4 cabin, you're probably gonna have 3 other strangers in there with you, and they're gonna be coughing, sneezing, making noise. I would highly, highly recommend breaking it up. You're staying at the so Native. Native said, "I'm not wealthy like you." Do you know what's gonna happen? Look at Fluffy's face when I tell you this, Native. You're staying, so I'm not sure if you watched the live stream last night, but we walked by your hotel that you're staying at. It's only like 2 blocks away from us. So you are gonna die when you see the food prices there. If I'm complaining and you think you're cheaper than me, you are gonna have a heart attack.
I myself is having a heart attack.
A bonnet, a cheap banh mi there is 50 to 60,000. That's a cheap one. The cheapest bonnet we found, 65,000. I've seen a bonnet there that was 80,000. So the hotel prices are awesome, but the food prices are going to cost you more than a night of a 4-star hotel.
You would understand why Philip orders in for Grab.
I have to suffer through it. I can only suffer through a certain amount of things. So when I come to Asia, I ration. I go, hey, I'm getting the hell out of the USA. I'm going to save a lot of money, and it's going to be a one-time trip there. Same thing with the bus visa run. I say, I hate doing it. I got to do this 11-hour bus ride, but thank God I only have to do it 4 times a year. That's the only way. I can't do it. Like, that's why I don't want to, even if I could, I don't want to go back to the USA once a year. I dread the 13-hour flight. That bus ride that we do on the visa run, I can only handle that for once every 3 months. I mean, I can't do another one. I fly so I don't have to break up my trip. Dangerous, break up the trip. So you can take the flight. The flight is about $70 one way. I looked at the tickets. One way from Da Nang to Nha Trang is about $70. So it's probably about $40 to $50 more if you take the one-way train there, the one-way flight there. So you got to determine, is $50 one way there worth the 10-hour train ride? If it's a yes, then you do the flight. If it's a no, then you do the train. So $150 probably for a round trip from Da Nang to Nha Trang, and probably about $60. Probably around $60 for the round trip on the train. $60 round trip train, $150 on the flight. 22 hours. I don't know how you can do that. So when I go from USA to Asia, it's usually 13 to no more than 15 do direct flights. So it would take 11 hours to get into, and it would be like 13 or 14 to get into the Philippines. So now usually they have one stop, but usually it stops in Taiwan or it stops in Korea, and it'll only be like an hour and a half. So it's like 11 or 12 hours to get there, an hour and a half to get for the layover, and then like 2 or 3 hours. So it's usually like 15, 16 hours. I couldn't do a 22-hour. So San Francisco to Tokyo is like 10 and a half hours. San Francisco to South Korea is like 13 hours. San Francisco to Bangkok, I think, is like 16. And I think San Francisco to Philippines is like 14. That's as max as I can do as those. I can't do anything longer. You must have had a lot of layovers. Alejandro, you had to, because San Francisco to Hong Kong is only like 12 or 13 hours. So you must have had at least one extremely long 8 to 10 hour layover, or you had 2 layovers. Because direct flight, it would only be about 12 to 13 hours. My round trip from Ho Chi Minh to Nha Trang when I was there was 100. Yeah, so Da Nang is about I say about 150, but I think Tim said 170. Some reason, I don't know why, but it's actually more expensive to do a round trip from Da Nang to Nha Trang, even though it's technically closer. I think it's only 1 hour, but Ho Chi Minh to Nha Trang is cheaper. Maybe because it's a bigger hub and it has more flights or something. But yeah, a round trip's gonna cost you at least 150 smackers. Yeah, so for the longest time, I never used to do direct flights. Once COVID took over, they almost make you always do a stop now. But I will never do more than a one stop on a international long-term flight. 1 hour, one stop max, and it has to be less than 2 or 3 hours maximum. I will not do those 6 or 8 hours. Now, the only alternative, if they had like a 12 or a 14-hour layover, I'd be fine with that because I would check into a hotel that day and then I would come back the next. That's the only long layover I would do. But I wouldn't do a 4, I wouldn't do a 6, I would do an 8 or a 10. I would not stay at the airport for that long on a layover. 30 hours, that's insane. How did you not get off the plane though? LA, you had to get off the plane. You had to at least switch planes. Because LA to China is only like 14 hours. Zorro, what's up, buddy?
Native is from LA too.
I know that's where he went back to. I'm not sure if he was born in LA, but that's where he was at. That sucks. I hate that. Yeah, ever since COVID, man, they started screwing up all these flights. They made them double or triple the price, and the direct flights don't exist anymore, and they're double or triple. So it's like, why do I get a stop and you double the price? Like, when I used to fly in 2019, if you had a layover was significantly cheaper. Now, it's like a mandatory layover, and the price is like double or triple of what it used to be. Yeah, I don't even know if I would do that trip. I don't know if I could do 30-hour trip. Oh, Fluffy's getting the free stuff. Fluffy, how dare you get free stuff? That's for their employees. Fluffy, that's not for you. That's for their employees. How dare you get that? What's up, Solomon? I don't know what that is, Fluffy. What is that?
Tea.
Iced tea. But is it free, Fluffy?
Welcome drinks. Of course it's free, even in our tea place it's free.
Oh yeah, our $7 hotel has a nice water dispenser in the public area, just like all the other places. Let them be. That's what Fluffy says. Let them be.
Let them be, let them be.
I hope you guys watch.
No, they have a new thing, Fluffy, that you pay for ladies because you paid for my what do you call this?
What do you call this?
My visa. Why did you pay for my visa? Because you paid for girls.
It all started when Will dropped that ice cream. I forgot about that ice cream till now. Nha Trang is the best place no, not for me. Da Nang is still my number one. Nha Trang is... I don't want to let too much out before I upload my video, but Nha Trang at best to me is either a nice, expensive, short-term vacation or living on the other side, an hour and 20-minute walk away where Marcus lives, as a long-term option, but sucks with the visa run. So Marcus goes. I'm dying to see how the video of Marcus doing the 23-hour visa run on the sleeper bus. It's not for another 2 months. He just did his visa run. So in 2 months, look for Marcus's 23-hour sleeper bus train. That's going to be very, very interesting. Could you guys do a 23-hour sleeper bus? I'm a budget guy, but I couldn't even do it. I couldn't do it. Philippines does this too. Land in Cebu, then you need to fly to Manila to catch a flight to another city. Yeah, they usually do that because the main hubs are the ones that kind of do it. Danong does it a lot too. That's not that uncommon. But what I was confused about was he was saying like I was on a 30-hour flight without ever getting off a plane, and it was like LA to Seattle to Shanghai, and I'm like, man, China's only 14 hours away from Seattle or LA. That's like double the time. I have no clue how that's possible. Like I think either New Zealand or Australia is like the longest flight for us, and I think it's only like 22 hours. So I don't know how the hell 30-hour flight.
I wonder how many hours is Maldives to USA? Because my friend needed to stop in Philippines for layover. But I know they do it in...
Wow, Fluffy, you're thirsty.
Yeah, and it's like ice cold. Because it's so small.
You're so dehydrated.
Yeah. I didn't really drink much water because I don't want to pee in the train.
I'm getting full, Fluffster.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, this is a good deal. This is about less than $3 a person. No, Fluffy told me to let them be. So
About what?
from now on, actually, I was almost debating. You guys would get mad, but I was almost debating of turning off the chat and doing the live stream today. It seems like it goes a lot smoother when I turn the chat off, and then I can just talk, and you guys can just listen.
When Kim is around, they try to behave. But when Kim is not around, they're like kids who...
Fluffy says, just let them be. So if people get riled, yeah,
Just don't react to it.
just to it. Let them be.
Remember what
Let them be.
Big E said something about...
I didn't watch WrestleMania, but I was scrolling down Google and I hate how WrestleMania is like now 2 days. So I've been not watching Is it buffering? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I cut out? Fluffy, check on my thing.
I can't. My phone's battery.
Am I back? Let me know if I'm back, guys. Damn. Can you guys hear me now? What about now? In and out. I'm on my regular 4G, so I should be on 5G. I should be good now. I'm on 5G. Let me know if you guys hear me. Let me know when I'm back, because I have 5G now, so it should be all good. Yeah, it should be good now. I'm on 5G. So what I was saying is, I haven't watched wrestling in so long, I didn't even know. So when I was growing up my whole life, wrestling pay-per-views used to always be on Sundays. And then, like, one day I was, like, scrolling the news or something, and they were like, wrestling results. And I was like, what the hell? Wrestling results? It's only Saturday. And then I read, and I was like, why the hell are they having pay-per-views on Saturday? And I heard WWF change. Well, now it's WWE, but I refuse to call it WWF. And I guess they started doing pay-per-views on Saturdays. And then what really destroyed me is WrestleMania is on two different... WrestleMania starts on Saturday, and then it carries over and goes again on Sunday. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, this is ridiculous. What's up, Keeps Digging?
Keeps digging. Let me hear.
I'm like, that's crazy. How are you gonna have WrestleMania on 2 different days? It's not the wrestling
live.
that I know.
It's not live anymore.
Well, it is live. But WrestleMania starts on Saturday, and then the main event and the other matches are on Sunday. I already seen it. I already seen the results. I don't know if other people want the spoilers, but I read the results. I was on the train scrolling ESPN and Google, and I seen it. But there's not one match on there that I was interested in.
EM Sports Syndicate. You remember that sound?
It doesn't say sin the game. It says it's in the game.
Syndicate.
Maybe more money, but I mean, that's just crazy. Like, I remember being a kid waiting for WrestleMania. Like, the WrestleManias to me were WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After about 10, man, to me they went down big time. And you'd watch on Super Bowl Sunday. I remember I used to be so pumped. Like, I must have been 12 or 13 years old on Wrestling Sunday. I don't remember which WrestleMania it was. And my parents actually went out and bought like a 20-piece nugget for me and my brothers. So I had nuggets, fries, and WrestleMania. Man, it was like the highlight. I was like, man, this is the best.
Fluffy, do you know Nuggets is Lilo's
No, that's
favorite?
old though, Code Maverick. He's already turned a bad guy. Like, I seen that on YouTube. I was scrolling YouTube. He turned into a bad guy, like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
Rock?
John Cena.
Oh, that's
That was a
new.
few weeks. No, it was at least a few weeks ago. But he fought in the main event tonight. But he turned on Cody Rhodes or something like 3 or 4 weeks ago. He turned on somebody. I think the last year that I kind of kept up with
Wasn't
wrestling,
he turned into Papa John Cena?
Papa John Sr. I think
He
the
turned
last time I
into
watched
Papa
real
John
wrestling
Cena.
was probably around 2001, 2002. After that, I kind of
Did he turn
faded
into
away
Papa
from wrestling.
John Cena?
No, he turned into Papa Shango.
Papa John Cena.
Yeah. I never hated John Cena, but I never was a big John Cena fan,
Me
one way or the
too.
other. I remember
Me
John
too.
Cena when he was fighting, when him and Brock Lesnar first came in. When him and Brock Lesnar first came into the WWF, early 2000s, that's about the time I stopped watching wrestling.
I think I did too. Because I didn't really like Brock Lesnar, but I'd rather have him than John Cena. But I like Goldust. How come Goldust is not active now?
He is. He still wrestles
He does?
in AEW, or I think it's AEW, which is like the other
But
federation.
Cody is in the mainstream now.
Mainstream.
Yeah, that's mainstream WrestleMania. Why?
People get so pumped and excited when we talk about wrestling on here. Every time we talk about wrestling, people get so excited.
Papa John Cena. I like Papa John.
I love UFC. I watch UFC too. I watch UFC. So I used to love watching baseball, basketball,
Fluffy.
football. Now I only watch mostly UFC and boxing.
Fluffy, you know what? If there's a time that we go to the Philippines, we should watch Philippine wrestling.
What? Philippines wrestling.
Yeah.
What is that, minor
they
leagues?
They have a storyline.
There, Fluffy. I'm gonna eat the.
I'm done.
You're dumb. What do you mean you're dumb?
You're dumb. You're not dumb, you're idiot. Fluffy, are you idiot?
You have the pork one. I have the beef one.
Fluffy, are you idiot? Fluffy.
He's choking. Fluffy, you have the pork one. I have the beef.
Because he was...
What if I had to go give that guy the Heimlich? There, Fluffy. You have the pork. I have the beef.
Why we still have... Beef
Wow, Fluffy ate all the vegetables.
vegetables.
There we go. You guys think we should stay in Quy Nhon should we leave Quy Nhon tomorrow? Or should we stay another day? This trip is really
Just
drug on.
another rainy day.
This trip is really, really drug on. And it's not really because it's such a great trip. It's just, I dread getting on that long train ride. But
Dale said that he doesn't want us back in Danang. You know why? Because
I get all the
weather
deals.
yeah, I guess. But the weather has been nice, and he said, "Oh, ever since you guys left, the weather has been nice."
Wow. My nose is running.
I should tell him that no, the reason why you don't want us there because you're getting all the deals. But when earlier he said, "Oh, I'm gonna head out. I'm going to Moon Milk."
Puppy. You dropped your crunchy. Don't waste that, Buster.
Hold on, I still have this.
I just don't like the wrestlers nowadays. I don't know if it's like, you know, when people get older, they're like, oh, back in my days. Like, I grew up with Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, $1 Million Man, Andre the Giant, Hercules, Earthquake, Demolition, British Bulldogs, $1 Million Man, Undertaker,
Batista.
Macho Man,
Batista.
Mr. Perfect. Like, there's nobody like that now.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels was a part of the Rockers when I used to watch wrestling. Him and Marty Jannetty.
Oh, they still have what do you call this? Remember, like, they have a fallout, but they got back together, and then they never really, what do you call this? They never really
Big
get
Boss
back
Man.
together.
Oh yeah, I always like the blonde-haired
How come-
Sting better than
How
the
come, Fluffy?
Crow Sting.
They're doing a lot of podcasts about wrestling, but I never see an interview about Mr. McMahon.
I'm not sure, Buster.
It's hard.
Stone Cold. Yeah, I seen that clip. That clip, I was scrolling on Facebook or something, and they showed a clip, and they said Stone Cold knocks out a lady. So I guess
When?
today
Why?
he was driving his four-wheeler, and he slammed it into the wall or something, and a lady was sitting behind it, and it, like, the wall knocked her over. So I don't know if she got knocked out, but that was the Facebook 15-second clip.
Accident?
I don't know, Fluffy. It was just a 15-second clip.
It's Papa John Cena. How do you like a lot of Papa? Even Papa Murphy's you like.
I love Papa Murphy.
And you also like Papa John Cena.
Papa John Cena. Papa John Cena. We need to find a dessert place around here, Fluster.
What time is it? 9?
It's a little before 9. 8:40.
Jordan.
The guys are just really old now. Even Cena looks old.
Everyone really looks old.
He's so old now you can see him. When he was younger you couldn't see him. Now he's so old you can see him.
Because you can't do this now.
You can't do this now. I guess we get Bill.
114 plus tax.
Plus tax. Look, there's no tax.
But there isn't what do you call that? McDonald's.
Yeah, there was a VAT tax at McDonald's. I don't even know Americans don't know what a VAT tax is.
Value added tax.
But we don't understand. That doesn't exist in the USA.
Government tax.
We have sales tax and government tax.
The Sales tax.
But we don't know what VAT tax. What value is added? Value added tax? What value?
Sales tax.
I can understand sales tax, but what value am I getting with value added? Cluster. Wow, in Shenzhen. Oh, Papa John's. I thought you were gonna say Papa Murphy's. I like Papa Murphy. I've never had Papa John's. I had Papa Murphy's. I don't think.
Do you guys have Papa John's in US?
Yeah, that's where it's from.
Papa John's?
It's in US. Where do you think it's from? I've never had Papa John's, but I love Papa Murphy's, and most people don't know Papa Murphy's. Papa Murphy's is a take and bake. They make some really good pizzas for cheap, and then you bake them at your house. They're really good if you put them on the barbecue and cook your pizza on the barbecue. That's what I like to do with them. Papa Murphy. What happened?
They're making some food, that's why they can't attend to me.
They'll just throw the food on there. They'll throw the money on the foods. Fluffy. Use your reusable bottles. Why are you poking it?
Ruben Bustamante, is he Filipino?
Who?
That's such a Filipino name, Ruben Bustamante.
It's not Ruben, it's Ruben.
Ruben?
Not Ruben. No ovens in China. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's one of the damn big downsides about freaking Asia, man. How many years or decades do you think it's going to be until it's very normal and common to have ovens at most houses? That's what I would love to know. Fluffy, what was the password here? I forgot. Here,
Get your own Wi-Fi.
give me 1 second. Let me.
If I have an establishment,
Give me
and
1
then
second, guys.
people would ask me about.
There we go, guys. I had to log into the Wi-Fi, but I'm back. In China, you don't think they're ever gonna have ovens? I mean, what about 20 years, 50 years? Like, I just can't imagine going another 50 or 100 years with no ovens. I don't see how it's Western. I mean, they've had ovens for thousands of years in the world. Clay ovens, dig holes in the ground, and I just don't understand. It's just such a deal breaker for me. I hope that at least one or the other, I hope that they at least get ovens, and if they can't get ovens, at least make it mandatory to have gas stoves. It's a double whammy to have electric stoves and no ovens. Jesus Christ, it's like so many things you can't cook. If you have an electric stove and no ovens, you're so limited on stuff you can cook. Toaster ovens are just not the same, though. Go show me how to cook a turkey in a toaster oven. Go show me how to... there's a lot of things you can't do. Like, even we have a big air fryer, and we're still limited on it. Yeah, man. That's the thing that always gets me, is the freaking smallness of the places, the lack of the gas stoves, and the lack of the ovens.
It's like 140.
Yeah.
I'll just wash my hand.
I'm sure there's some stuff, but I can't imagine people thinking either gas stove or an oven is weird. Now, I understand they might think like eating cereal for breakfast or something, but I just can't believe that they think an oven and a gas stove is such an alien, crazy idea. You're a lucky man. Man, you were like Bill Gates if you guys have a gas stove in Asia. I miss gas stove so bad. Vietnam, no. Vietnam is one of the strictest on foreigners kind of having rights, because I think even if you get married to a Vietnamese lady, I think your visa is only valid for like 5 years and then you renew it. But like in USA, if you get married, you have a visa for life. You become a citizen. Where in Vietnam, I think it's like only 5 years. Don't you like the simplistic, simple life? I just don't like the like, to me, there's so many downsides of a electric stove over a gas stove. Like it, it's as easy to put in a gas stove as it is for an electric stove, and it
But
limits
you
your
know what?
food cooking.
In the Philippines, they no longer allow gas stove in condominiums because there was an incident at BGC. The the gas the what do you call this? The gas line pipe exploded the whole unit.
That's
So
what happened in the USA too, but that's why you hire, that's why companies have so much insurance and why they have to follow strict protocol. Like if we can do it in the USA, there's no reason, except for people in other countries like Philippines, third world country, don't follow strict protocols, and then stuff like that happens. Like, you know, another thing that stood out that I noticed that doesn't really happen in Asia. So I shave my face or shave my hair with electric razor, and I want to do it in the shower, right? Not in the shower, but in the bathroom, and I want to do it in front of the mirror. Do you know, it dawned on me, there's almost never any electric plug-ins inside the bathroom. In USA, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna have at least one or two plugs in your bathroom. In Asia, you never find them. They never have electric plugs in the bathroom. Is it Thailand? I think you can buy. So in Philippines and Thailand, you can buy condos. Same thing in Vietnam. You can buy condos, but not land. In China, a marriage visa is only 3 years and 5 years. We found a plug in Nha Trang today. We found a plug in Nha Trang yesterday. I was blown away. I was happy. But in our apartment, we don't have a single plug in either one of the bathrooms. Philippines, I almost never see it. In all the other hotels we've been in,
there is in the Philippines.
In all the places we were in the Philippines, I don't remember having it because I would have cut my hair in there.
You did?
No. Which bathroom did I cut my hair in?
In Iloilo, the last.
Fluffy, let's go.
apartment.
Let's try to figure something. I'm gonna ask the owner. Do you know any dessert places around here? Maybe she knows. Do you know any good dessert places or ice cream places nearby?
She will say mix you.
Even if there's a mix you, I'd be happy to go to a mix you.
Remember, but the mix you is way far from.
I said nearby. That's why I translated for nearby. Fluffy, can you make sure your hand spray in my bottle? The irony is no outlets in Asia bathrooms are possibly. Yeah, I don't understand. So they say like, oh, we don't want to have electric fires, and I'm like, have you looked at USA? Like, we don't have electric fires. I think the building and the codes and the protocols are so much lower in third world countries and parts of Asia that they just don't want to do the work and make proper electrical. Only reason. Us. This way? This way. Okay. Come on. Got it. Come on. So this way. I said, do you know any dessert or... Sorry about that, guys. I forgot I was on the Wi-Fi. I have like 8 outlets in my bathroom. Man, please send some of yours. Oh, look, there's a Buddha.
This is the pagoda.
This is the pagoda. Man, send some of those outlets to our apartment. We have 2 bathrooms and not a single one in any of our bathrooms.
Of course, she points here.
What is this? The most expensive?
I don't know. It looks expensive though.
Let's go in there.
What about the...
Fluffy,
Oh, I think this one too.
let's take a look. Fluffy, nothing is not good enough for you. As long as you pay.
Oh, they have cakes only.
Oh, you know what, Fluffy? Even if we can't find nothing, I forgot.
Oh,
We have cream puffs. So we can eat the cream puffs. Okay. What is that? Oh, sausage. Fluffy, it's sausage. It's not sweet. Oh, look at that. Caramel? Oh, walnut. Man, I might have to get that. What is this one, Fluffy?
Huh? With egg.
These kind of look good. Look at the mini cakes.
Oh, they have this. Aww. Poor Snoopy. Snoopy.
I got a 10-year tourist visa in China. Mine was very, very simple. All I had to do, drop my passport off, pay $160. There's a lot of stuff here. What about this? What is this?
You're so happy. This one. Look. Oh, they have ice cream too.
Oh, they got-
Coconut pandan.
Oh, it's 39,000 a scoop.
What do you...
I don't know. I gotta decide. I think I'm gonna get something from here though.
Oh, the cake is 75.
The cake?
Yeah. Bento.
We can either share a cake. We can either get a separate item each.
No,
I like
just
that.
Get this one.
What do you want?
Maybe the
Ice cream?
puff or...
Are you gonna get an ice cream? What is this one? That looks really
like
good if it's
cheese
sweet.
Toast. No, that's it.
How hot does it get in Danong? The month? That's probably
Maybe
one of the
try this
hottest
one,
months.
Puffy, that's okay.
Chocolate. It gets hot, but it's not as hot as Natring, but it does get very hot. That's about the hottest. Cream cheese.
Should I get that one?
You want to get that one? I'm leaning towards this one. Hold on. I'm leaning towards this one. Or, look at this one. That one kind of looks nice.
This looks like a... This looks like a...
I kind of like this one, but it has rum.
Greenish.
I don't drink or eat
Greenish.
alcohol. Look at that one.
Oh, that's pretty decent.
I think that's a Bailey cake. Rum cake. I don't think I
no,
can eat
that's,
those.
Yeah, just get that one. This one is...
Or what about the ice cream?
No, we can just get one ice cream and one like that if you want. But I'm not really that... Maybe I'll just have a slice.
Why don't you get? You want to?
I was thinking...
I'm one of these.
Yeah.
I like that, but I just can't tell. That's
Is
easy.
this sweet?
Sweet?
Sugar? Bowl?
Is this sweet?
It's sandwich.
Sandwich.
Cheese and
This
egg.
this is good. It's good.
It's banana caramel.
It's good though. It tastes good.
Maybe just get...
What do you want to get, Fluster?
We still have cream. Yeah. You can just...
Okay. Here's what we'll do. What? We'll get this. We'll bring this home. We can go eat it at the park. Yeah.
Here.
What are you? I was thinking we could both eat it. You can get. Okay. When are you gonna eat the cream puffs?
Later.
What am I gonna eat when you're eating that? I'm just gonna stare at you.
Or we can go at home if you want. How much is it?
45. Why are you giving me
I
money?
have 5.
Come on. CW.
Ooh.
Wow, milk tea. Come on. Here, Fluster. Excuse me? What time do you close?
10.
10. Okay. Come on. 10 o'clock, Buster.
Detox.
That's what you need, a detox.
Remember I did and then I drank.
Yeah, it seems in the Philippines, lots of stuff that shouldn't be sweet is sweet. There's spaghetti, sausages. It's always weird. So do you want to eat that here or do you want to go to the parks?
Can we go to the park?
What time is it?
Already.
It's 9 o'clock already.
This one is already closed.
Good thing we should have checked that one, but oh well. So are we just going to get a...
Want to walk? Or no?
Oh yeah, I think we can walk out. Watch out, Fluffy. How far are we, Fluffster?
It's like just one.
Just pull it up on the map so we can see.
15 minutes walk.
Let's see.
It is. What's the name?
Quy Nhon Center. It's named right after the city. Right there, number 3. Center. Up, up, up.
See?
Let's go. Which way? So, which way, Fluffster? Which way? That way? I feel like it's this way behind us. Hold on.
Yeah. It's this way.
Wait, now it's pointing. Okay.
It's this way. We came this way.
I don't know. We're gonna walk through you guys' favorite city of Quy Nhon. I was shocked at how many people like the city of Quy Nhon. Because I think, remember, Fluffy, we ate there and then we walked to go find desserts that way. And then we ran into the dead end. That's why I think it's back that way. Where are you guys at? Still alive? I forgot about the chat. So if we're gonna check out tomorrow, our checkout time is 12 in the afternoon. We paid $7 US for our hotel. So $7. This is now the cheapest hotel I've ever stayed at. Bobo Station. Never stayed at a cheaper hotel than this one. But I'm actually shocked at what good value it is for $7. Up until I think the lady that has the pushing garbage truck picks it all up. If you guys are still there, let me know what's the cheapest hotel, not hostel, but what's the cheapest hotel you've ever stayed at in your life? Yeah, JV, you missed it. We just bought dessert, man. I swear you always miss it. Luckily, we haven't ate it yet, though. We're going to take our dessert and we're going to go eat it at the park by our hotel. I got a banana caramel. What was it, Fifi? Banana caramel banana cake or something. It looks pretty damn good, too. It looks good, but we'll see how it tastes. I'm almost telling you, Fluffy, we go this way.
Yeah.
Because we ate there and we walked all the way to the end to go find the dessert place. Go, Fluffy. Look, here's another one. I think we walked by here too. And I remember it was just all cakes. I think it was, oh, look at Fluffy, cream puffs.
Fluffy, I think this is sale.
Sale? 50,000? What kind of sale is that?
Like cookies.
Too crunchy for me.
Ooh, mochi.
Well, what are these, Fluffy? It looks like it has like carrot,
Fluffy,
cherry.
Crispies.
Fluffy, enough. Why were you looking then? $7 US illegal hotel in Huahua? Where is that? That's illegal? I think you guys will actually kind of be happy with our hotel. It's not as big as the $9 hotel we stayed at last week in the city. But it's a little nicer. I don't even know if I'd say nicer. It's definitely more modern. It's a little bit smaller. It's like 27 square meters, I think it was. 27. No balcony. Our other place was 35. Balcony. The apartment we're at now is 10 pounds per night. No bills. Is that the cheapest you've ever stayed in, Kim? Or have you ever stayed at anything cheaper than that? $15 in Bin Hoa in 2010. Wow, even Tim. Jesus Christ, Tim. $15. I think 80% of the places we've always stayed at has been under $15. And that was how many? 15 years ago? Jeez. Tim was even spending big dough back then. Because I wonder what the inflation calculator, what is the equivalent to $15 in 2010 to what it is now? Because I bet that was about a $25 hotel in today's money. So Tim for decades has been staying in posh places. Khalid Barco. We are doing good, but it is nighttime here in Quy Nhon, Vietnam. I think it feels a little cooler than Nha Trang right now, Fluffy.
No, I feel hotter.
You feel hotter here?
Yeah.
That's the cheapest. So this is our cheapest. $7. Up till last week, it was $9. Now, I'm at $7. And actually, if I would have booked this place knowing we were coming back here, I could have booked this place last week for today, $5. So, oh well. We didn't know we were coming back here for sure. But if I would have took the deal and booked it, we would have got this place for 5 smackers. Go, Fluffy. Oh man, we're in trouble. We're in green. We're in green, Fluffy. We're in green. Dale thinks has a strange smell. I think it might be him.
What?
Dale said he thinks it might be a strange smell, but I think it's him. Maybe Dale has a strange smell. Strange smell, Dale. Nothing else was better. No other hotel we could find. I'm glad my girlfriend is value conscious. 10 is the cheapest. I really wanted to get down to $5. I don't think I'm ever going to either find or stay in a place under $5. That's why I really wish I would have booked this place at $5 because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get any lower than that. I can't imagine a place. And when you guys see it, I think you guys think it's going to be fine. Fluffy actually chose this one over the $9 bigger one. So, oh, look at this little plaza. Fluffy, are we going to pass that? Yeah. Look at this. Let's cross.
Let's cross.
The only thing that sucks is we don't have a way to keep the electricity on. It's the card system, and my other card wouldn't keep it on, and they wouldn't give us a second key. So when we get up there, it's going to be freaking hot. I'm trying to figure out a way to cool our room down before we go to bed. We are back in the city of Quy Nhon, Vietnam. We took a 5-hour train ride from Nha Trang, and now, Fluffy, this is like Food Street. And this is 5 hours coming back towards Da Nang in the city that we like called Quy Nhon. Look at this. This is a cool little monument. I wish it picks up a little better on the phone, but it's like a rainbow colored. This is like food court. You got some great deals. I look for fancy breakfast. I wish there was a job or a career where I can find people really great deals. I think I'd be an expert at that. Because actually, even if I have trolls, the trolls will even say, man, you find great deals.
Look at that.
I have a note for it.
This is like
Why
a
are we
beer-
standing in the street, Fluffy?
Beer area.
So maybe this is the party area. This is like the little party. This is the wild and crazy Bangkok Sukhumvit area of Quy Nhon, I guess. I don't know. They wouldn't even give us a second key. We told them, I said, Fluffy, tell them that we might. There's what? Seafood. I told Fluffy to translate for him. I said, tell him that we might come in and out at different times. See if we can get a second key. And when she asked him, he just went, no, 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 no. So I was like, damn. And then I tried to use, usually you can use any other hard card to keep the electricity on, but we tried and we couldn't get it to work.
Shout out to
To who?
Robbie. That's Robbie's favorite beer.
I think you'll like this place. It's nicer than the place we stayed at the other place, but it doesn't have a balcony and it's not as big. So I value bigger rooms, balconies, and cheaper prices. Fluffy, usually we have the same taste, but she shockingly liked this one. It would have been a no-brainer if we could have got it for $5. I would have just said, screw it, we'll get it for $5 because we can get 2 nights for $1 basically, because the other place was $9. But I said, screw it. Now it is in a better live. I don't know if better.
179 food.
Wow, look at this menu. 179 items. Safe. I don't even think about safety in Vietnam. I don't hear about any crimes. No prices though. They have 179 items here, but they don't have any prices. Huh. Fluffy, look on, where are we nearby on the Google Maps?
100.
About their breakfast was okay. I'm gonna rate their breakfast like a 5.5 out of 10. Wasn't bad, wasn't great. Actually, today was probably the best options they had. They had a beef, like a stir-fried beef. Fluffy, there's a bug by your foot. And they actually had those meat buns, but when Fluffy opened them, there was nothing inside. So maybe it was meat powdered buns. Waiting for you to come back. Maybe we'll never come back. Maybe we'll just do an endless trip. Maybe we'll go to Tuy Hoa.
Baby, come back.
Maybe we'll just keep going back and forth from Tuy Hoa, Quy Nhon, and Nha Trang. We'll do like Groundhog Day and just keep repeating the same steps. We should have actually been back today. Today is exactly 7 days. We should have been back today, but we decided to stay. No. I initially planned for 7 days, but then once we stayed 3 days in Nha Trang, I knew there was no way we can do it in 7 because we stayed 2 in Quy Nhon, 2 in Tuy Hoa, that's 4, 3 in Nha Trang, that's 7. So we knew we were going to lay over, but we have a slight possibility that we might stay an extra day here. So checkout is at 12, but we might actually stay an extra day and come back Wednesday. It was an Asian breakfast. Actually, you know what? Fluffy got butter today, but she had to go ask him, and it was under lock and key. No Tuy Hoa. What's up, Philip? Old man Philip. We're stomping in the old wild streets of Quy Nhon. Fluffy, do you know where we're at? Yeah. So Philip, you're joining the live stream. We just walked all the way from Nha Trang to Quy Nhon. It took us about 5 hours to walk. Fluffy will be hiding. Ow! Almost broke my ankle on these rocks. Look at this. Almost snapped my ankle stepping on one of those rocks. Philip, we got a place. If you stick around for a few minutes, we'll show you our hotel. $7 a night. That's the place that we wanted to book last week for $5, but it jumped up from 5 to 7. Fluffy, I feel like we've been down this street before.
Yeah.
Is this the Bonet Street? How far are we? You're gonna see our $7 hotel, Philip. But unfortunately for you, no balcony. But it's nice and it's modern and it's in a little bit of a livelier neighborhood and a park. Huh? Oh, this is our park. No, I want to go to our park. Our neighborhood park.
Look and find for it first.
Fluffy, I think you're lying to me.
What?
I'm looking up there. You're always trying to do jokes. You're always trying to do jokes, Fluffy.
It's a bigger park, and then after you have to exercise.
Yeah, we got a $7 hotel. Unfortunately, if I would have booked it last week, we would have only paid $5 for this because this place was $5, but I didn't jump on the deal because, to be fair, I want our park, Fluffster. So if I would have booked it last week for today in advance, we would have got it for $5. They got desserts here too, Fluffster. Don't shake me off.
Because your hand is so heavy. What if I do that to you?
Oh my God, you're so fluffy. Where are we going? Which way?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
I'm looking right there. It says straight.
Where?
That way.
No.
Yes, Fluffy. That way. Straight this way. Fluffy does not know directions. We've never had problems with bed bugs ever. And I've been to 20 countries. Fluffy, have you ever had bed bugs?
You.
Uh-huh.
You're a bed bug.
And this is the, actually you guys, I think you guys have seen it if you guys watched the live stream last week. I previewed it for you guys. And it's the place that I had the 25,000 Bonet at. It's right next door. I think we're getting close. I think it's down the street. A bed bug in Thailand. I don't even know what a bed bug bite looks like.
Looks like lice.
Lice? Lice, or are you saying rice? No, we tried to get down there, but it was too late. We ended up going to Cilantro, and then we had to go back because we thought we were going to take the 4 o'clock in the morning. We went back home, we packed, well, we halfway packed, and then we said, I don't think we're going to be able to make it to get up in the morning. We were exhausted. So we ended up kind of taking the other train. We ended up leaving at 2 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 4 in the morning. I was just worn out. I was too tired. I just joined. Does the chat have what? Less friction tonight? Fluffy said let it be. Is that what do you say? Let it be? Let them be. Is that one egg? It was one egg. I'll show it to you. It's right here. One egg. So I will admit, it is a little small. 2 would be perfect. 1 would probably almost get the job done. I'll probably get it for breakfast tomorrow, actually. This is it right here. So let me show you guys. I know, I'm showing them this. Fluffy, I know, Fluffy, I know. This is our park. I wanted to show them that one. My picture looks better. And here's our hotel. This is our hotel. We are all the way up at the top. That is our room right there. And guess what, guys? If you guys stick around for a few minutes, you will see in the lobby there's a big, giant water dispenser for everybody at a $7 hotel. This is our hotel right here. Bedbugs in Brooklyn apartment. Give us your nightly attire. What is attire?
She gave us coffee. She gave us disposable gloves.
Wow. I need my hand spray. Yeah, so the one that I get in Da Nang is 40,000, but 2 eggs.
I can't believe you pack a small gloves.
Wow,
here.
small gloves. You can keep that. Everyone assaults the water cooler. Actually, there's a coffee pot and a water cooler. Here's our lobby right there. That's our lobby right there. The water dispenser is almost... Fluffy she didn't fill this up. My PJs. Hold on, Fluffy. Hold that. Let me spray my hands. Here, Fluffster. What?
You spray my face.
That's not me. That was the water. That was the wind blow it. No, water cooler and tip talk. Or men and women getting married. I'll only show you the cooler when we get in there. Actually, I should fill my thing up because I just finished my water. So I actually will fill it up. I'm completely out of water now. And I need to stay hydrated or pour. Oh, here we go. Look at this. There is the banana caramel. What is that? What was that called, Fluffy? Caramel banana bread? Hold on. Let me give it a little light so you guys can see it.
There.
Hold on. I got my flashlight. Here it goes. I have no clue. It looks good, but I have no clue how it tastes. Da Nang raised the Bonet price to 55. No, come on, man. They're not crazy. The cheapest Bonet we found in Nha Trang, 65K. The most expensive I seen was 80.
It looks...
I can't go to a city just because the Bonet is the cheapest. It has to have a combination. Ooh, what is that, Fluffy?
It's like with nuts or something.
This, I think it is a caramel banana bread. You eat a bite first, just in case it's poison. Is it 45,000 worth?
No.
Oh man, is it dry?
No.
Is it good? Something that's crazy. Fluffy's. Why are you doing that? Fluffy said, "Wow, that's good. Can I have a piece?" Something's wrong with it. Let's see. That kid had the same shirt on as me too.
Is that Charlie?
I don't know who the hell Charlie is.
I don't know. Kim's nephew.
So something about it Fluffy
Is that
didn't
your
slide.
nephew, Kim?
Let me see. Fluffy, can you wipe the screen off with your shirt or something? Not with your greasy hands. Jesus Christ. Here, hold this, Fluffy. She takes her greasy, dirty hands and smears it. So let me try this.
Very nut.
It's a little dry, but the taste is not so bad. It's okay.
It's like milk.
It definitely needs some kind of sauce or something on it, but
The taste is okay.
spinners are irrelevant to me. She just smeared the screen. I know. They gave us gloves, but they didn't give us a freaking spoon.
No, they don't give spoon because they gave us gloves.
Am I Michael Jackson? What do I need a glove for? I need a spoon or a fork.
This is what you do.
Yeah, she showed me. I said. I did. That's why I said he had the same shirt as me. On the picture she showed me, he has the exact same shirt that I have.
Who's that?
The kid, the picture that you showed me.
Who is the kid? Is that Kim's nephew, Charlie?
I don't know who it is, Fluffster. You're the one that showed me.
Yeah.
No, this was 45,000, Philip. Big spender tonight.
Is
45K.
it like price of croissant or oh it's a price of a regular eclair
No, our eclair's cheaper on the discount day.
42?
No. That's more than a Bonet. That's more than a Bonet. That
This
is
is more than oh
that's more than
Dale
George
would-
Costanza.
Dale would have a high blood.
She already knows
Oh Dale?
that the Pope died.
Yeah.
They said for you not to be. Yeah, I know. Bonet. I could have got a Bonet with 2 eggs in Danong for this. I tried it. Every time I follow your guys' lessons, like, hey, live a little, go wild, spend your budget.
No.
You only live once. Every time we do that, it always seems to be terrible. It's never like, wow, I'm so glad I meant it. It's like, yeah, upgrade. And every time we upgrade, it's always terrible. It's never.
No, don't blame them. But the thing is, like, you're still spending because I think you still have a hangover with Nha Trang. The prices and Nha Trang.
But every time they always tell me, like, spend a little, live a little. It's whatever the next item
What's
that I
the
spend,
cheapest
it's
dessert?
always terrible.
What's the cheapest dessert we get at Nha Trang?
90,000?
Oh, the
No,
cream
hamburger.
puffs.
Hamburger.
No, dessert.
Oh, dessert? 7,000. The ice cream at the mall.
Oh, yeah.
The cheapest food that we had in Nha
What?
Trang was
We had that.
45,000.
What else did we have as dessert? The cream puff.
We never ate the cream puffs.
Yeah, but
We had ice cream 2 nights. We had ice cream 2 nights, and we got the cream puffs that we haven't ate yet. Oh, and we had something by Marcus. Oh, you bought the bread, the custard bread. Somehow I know, though. I always know when I spend over my budget, it's never going to be worth it. I always know it. And then the worst was, I didn't try it, but I said, Fluffy, try it. And she's like chewing like this. She's like this. And then I'm like, damn, I just spent $2 on that damn thing. Like last night in expensive Quy Nhon and expensive Nha Trang, we had 2 ice creams for 14,000. I spent 3 times that on that dry banana cake.
and then you passed on the donut that same price, but it's bigger.
Now I'm freaking thirsty. Do I have anything left in my water?
No.
It's time for free water. I want to sit out here, but I want to go. Our room's gonna be freaking hot.
You can sit out here. I'll go up first.
I'll go up. I'll show you guys the room. Fluffy will keep the AC on, and then I'll hang out down here probably. Cream puffs called 29 at Circle K. We get those for 16,000. Fluffy, when we go to the little bakery, we get those cream puffs, and they're the long ones. We like the long ones, not the circle ones. We get those for 16,000 too.
Circle K.
In Nha Trang. We get ours at our
I
bakery
didn't see a Circle K.
because Philip never ventures. I guarantee Philip's probably never stepped foot into the
the
neighborhood that we
central.
were at. He lives
Maybe
close
he
to
did,
it,
but he would
but if he
pass
eats
it.
food, he orders from far away. Because I looked on Grab last night. I'm like, where the hell is Philip ordering this cheap food? And then I looked. We live here. All the cheap food is like way up towards Marcus and to the left. Not as far as Marcus, but it's all the way up by that other mall and by the Moon Milk by the train station. That's where all the cheap food is. And if you walk that way, it's like 45
Oh,
minutes.
But I feel like Fluffy, remember the roundabout going to the train station? And then the way that we, the road of McDonald's and the 2 malls, I feel like that area has carts and all the cheap food too.
So the what was the place called? The Vin World?
Vincom?
No, the amusement park in Nha Trang.
Vinpearl?
That's basically the same price as Bana Hills.
Yeah,
Those are
the
basically the
entrance,
same price.
$35.
No, like $39. It was 900
Oh, and then this is
950,000.
That is more expensive because
Nha Trang is more expensive.
Bana Hills is $35.
But what I don't understand, there's shockingly great value in the hotel. So you get a 4-star hotel for $12 with buffet, pool
And
table,
then-
but then your dinner is double the price of what you pay for your hotel.
I feel like here in Quy Nhon and in Nha Trang, its transportation is easier because I see more bus. I see more. I don't think you need really what do you call this? A motorbike and the transportation, the sun. Oh no, it's not that cheap there. But here it is.
We just had our cheapest ride ever. We just
11.
took a Zon SM.
Maybe we should try sun or
It's not-
or how much is
It's
it
not.
in the
It's not. When I watched Ben go to our places and he would put it in, it was not cheap.
No, but like the distance, cause like in
Like when we went to when he would get all the rides, I remember he always booked the electric one, and I would look and see how much it would cost because I was trying to see how much, and it's 20% more. We just spent 11,000. That was the cheapest ride we've ever had. Banana
For some
cake? Well, I'll
reason-
ask Fluffy. How was the banana cake?
was there a banana cake? I forgot.
It was.
It's not
It tasted kind of like a banana cake, but I still have an aftertaste, and it was kind of.
dry.
Yeah, it was dry and something else. I don't know. I think that's the bus she's talking about. But I don't think Philip, how often do you walk around the area of the
It's a
Vincom Mall?
Oh yeah.
How often do you walk around and eat in that neighborhood? I have a feeling you
Central.
never get there.
Central Nha Trang.
Because I don't know what the hell you would eat in that neighborhood.
He would go there and watch the spinners.
I'm talking about eating. Where would you eat near the Vincom Mall that we stayed at? The cheapest we can find was
Vinpearl
like
Plaza.
75, 80,000 minimum.
Pearl Plaza.
Vinpearl Plaza. And then, yeah, I just can't understand why the hotels are so cheap there. Like literally, you're gonna pay more in food per meal than you are for a 4-star resort. Every other city we go to,
Fluffy,
the hotels are
remember-
more expensive.
No, but come to think of it, like those things happen in in Bangkok as well.
I'm talking about
Like-
Vietnam.
Yeah, but like if you come to think of it,
Where do you
like,
get
if
cheap hotels in Bangkok?
No, if the hotel is expensive, the food is cheap. Silom. When the food is cheap, the hotel when the
Da Nang is perfect though. Da Nang, you get very cheap food and
Yeah,
reasonably
but I'm trying
priced.
to tell you that like there are really places that if the food is cheap, the places are expensive. If the place is expensive, the food is cheap.
Quy Nhon. Look at Quy Nhon. Quy Nhon's food's not terribly expensive, and the accommodations are cheap. $9, $7. Yeah, we just ate a $5 dinner for 2 people. This is very reasonably. It's pretty balanced. Da Nang, you get a $9 to $18 hotel, and you get 30,000, 40,000 dinner. Nha Trang is just over the top. It's so crazy because it's so extreme. Because you get an awesome cheap hotel for cheap, but then if you go get a regular Vietnamese dish, it's as much as your hotel. It's like, wait a second, what the hell? I'm talking about in the center. If you go to like, Philip, go to the Vincom Mall in that area and go eat at the Russian restaurants or the
That
Vietnamese
area.
restaurants. I bet you've never ate at any of those restaurants there. And if you did, your life is a little bit shorter now. Does Diane know expensive in Philippines? Does she know inexpensive in Philippines? I'm not sure what you mean.
Who's that? Who's asking?
Who's asking? Fluffy, should I go get some waters?
Yeah.
And then we could turn the AC on. I'll show you guys the hotel room for $7. So actually these restaurants stay open pretty good. I'm gonna probably get breakfast at the Bonet place. This place is an Indonesian restaurant. And they actually have a foosball table down here, Fluffy's seen. So this is our hotel. I think the internet's gonna cut out a little bit, so if it cuts out, stick up with me. I'm gonna try to turn the Wi-Fi on though. Give me 1 second. Here we go, guys. Look, water, $7. Public facing, $7. There's our water fountain. For all the people say, there's no free water, you're stealing. Here's our water. Right there, public facing, next to the coffee pot. No, Philip, you don't eat in the center because it costs you a double night of what you pay at Sochi. Me and Fluffy had Vietnamese food last night, and it was $160,000 for Vietnamese food at Cilantro, and that was shockingly the cheapest place. A little more.
You won't be able to.
Right there. I'm only gonna fill it up one time, anyways. Okay.
It's cold. Try it.
Is it cold? No, it's not cold.
It's not.
No.
It's refilling.
Hold this, Fluffy, so I can tighten this. Come on. This is called the Quy Nhon Center Hotel. Wi-Fi. I don't know. I'm gonna try it when I get up here. I wish there was ice. Fluffy, we should ask them if there's any convenience store around us. Any convenience store? I need ice. This is gonna be warm, but where can I get ice? Maybe I can get ice at the restaurant next door or something? The water's not cold. I need cold water. I can't drink that damn warm water. Scroll up at the messages. Give me a second. I guess it's $7. Yeah, this place is $7. So here's the lobby. So I guess you guys make your coffee here. A little couch. They got, oh, here we go. There's the AC. We've never stayed here. We stayed at the place about 2 blocks away. If you guys watched the live stream last week, we checked this place out. This place was $5 last week. And when we came to book it today, it jumped up to $7.
Here? And then.
Supermarket. How many minutes?
About
5. 5 minutes, okay.
What is the name?
Or Coop Mart?
Ah, Co-op Mart.
Co-op Mart?
Yeah.
Ask him, is it still open? What time does it close? Do you know what time it closes? Do you know what time finish?
yeah, okay, open.
Still open, okay.
I don't know what
Still open, still open. Come on, come on. Will, is the water even filtered? I have no clue. You guys will find out tomorrow. If I died, at least you guys know what happened. But I'm assuming it is. I mean, it's a Dyco machine. So if I die, look, water purifier, Dyco. Of course we have an AC. I would never stay in a hotel with no AC. So tell them to check out this machine if I die. But
He said the big bottle in the fridge is free.
on the table. On the table.
Table.
Yeah.
in the
Refrigerator.
not free.
Not free. Got it. Yeah. I know that, Fluffy. Come on.
No, I just checked.
It's purified toilet water. But if you do see that I do die, please, you guys have the name of this place, and you guys can point to the water machine and say he died drinking what he loves, free water. I thought we were on the 7th. Or I thought we were on the top.
They think that we're getting out.
Maybe they think we're gonna go take their
No, but
room.
like, how are you getting out if we're
I've never got sick traveling. I've drank stuff. I've ate stuff. So
compensation rate? What does that mean?
compensation
Only
rate.
give you
So this is the room that doesn't have the windows. Ours does.
this compensation rate.
My juice guy washes the blender with purified city water. I never get sick, so it's not so hot. It's so hot. Here's what $7, $5 last week. This is what $7 gets you guys. Oh, you guys are gonna hate the bathroom because it's a Asian style. So here we go. Here we go. There's Fluffy's bed. There's our other free water. Here is our TV. Here is my bed, Fluffy's bed. There's the AC, it blows so good. I'm so glad it's blowing at this bed rather than that bed. And then we're on the top. Hold on, Fluffy. And then that's we're back on, there we go. So they offered us the 2nd floor or the 7th or the 6th. And the 2nd floor was too low. The 7th floor is too high. Yeah, I can't believe you guys. You guys are such wimps. I'm American, and I prefer the Asian style bathrooms. I prefer the Asian style. You guys are Asian and prefer the Western. There we go. $25K, little stool to sit on. Yeah, all this stuff. So the Asian bathrooms are the ones that don't have the shower curtain or the door. I love these. So it's a one-stop shop. You take a shower and you clean your bathroom at the same time. Perfect. Never have to clean your bathroom. Yeah, of course. When you take a shower, you soap up, right? You soap up, and you're over here, and you just start spraying. Right? And then when you're done, you come out. I don't know. This is like having a free maid. Like, I don't understand how you guys don't want that. You guys always say you guys don't want your bathroom, but how often are you guys hanging out in your bathroom? So once you take a shower and you get ready, how many times a day do you come into your bathroom? And then if you do come back into your bathroom, what, once or twice a day, you put your slippers on. Like, are you guys hanging out in your bathroom all day? The beds they would show in I Love Lucy. It's so hot right now. So we could not figure it. I always hate these, especially if they won't give you 2 cards, because now we got to wait for this. So this is $7. If we would have booked it last week in advance, we would have got this for $5. So what do you guys think? This is $7. You get your 2 free waters. You get your kettle. You got your TV. 2 beds. I wish it would just be one bigger bed or pushed together. That would be my preference. You get the AC and you get that. I think it's worse. The only reason I'm a little disappointed in this place is because I seen it for $5. And if I would have booked it last week for today in advance, I would have got it for $5. That's the only thing. And this place, here's the downside for me. It's a tad smaller than the other one. So remember when I stayed at the other one, it was a little bigger and it was $9. So it was $2 more, but it had a balcony and it was about 7 or 5 square meters bigger. So I don't know which one you guys like better. Do you guys like this one better? This one's probably more modern, a little nicer, I guess, but it's a few square meters smaller and no balcony, but $2 cheaper. And here's the thing that I want to nitpick about. We're up so damn high, so I wanted to get the park view, but look at how freaking high we are. We could have had the second floor, but the problem with the second floor is there was like a wall at the second floor, so we couldn't even see the park. So if you guys stay here, you'd want to be at least on the third floor and probably no higher than the sixth. $5 a night with no water dispenser. No, the water dispenser's been here permanently, so if I would have booked it the other day, we would have got it. But, Fluffy, we can definitely prove this. Well, not prove, but we can confirm this. So, on anytime people tell you, go to the hotel and just try to negotiate with them, they will not negotiate with you. Every hotel we went to, we said, here, we have it on Agoda right here. And what do they tell us? Go book it on Agoda. So anybody that tells you, no, go there, show them the price, and negotiate, they never will do it. They never will do it.
Remember, like, Marcus booked a hotel in Da Nang, and then what happened is they said that cancel the booking in Agoda, and then we'll give you the price that they give you. But it will hurt you as well, because you get the price, but you get low. You don't get points from Agoda, or like it doesn't guarantee you anything.
So I'm not complaining. So I think what you guys confuse complaining with, I like to give reviews. I like to point out every positive and every negative. You guys think, so I'm a person that nothing is perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. I want you to be 100% informed. Like, for some people, this is perfect. For some people, it's not. I want you guys to come here and know exactly what the cons are and what the pros are. You guys have to decide, is this con worth it? Is this pro? So I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you, for some people, this is too small. For some people, this is a deal breaker by not having the second card. For some people, the Asian style. So I point out all the positives and all the negatives. So I am like a real news station. News station is supposed to give you the information and let you guys decide. But I've never been in a hotel where everything's perfect. And even if it was perfect, I will say, hey, this is a flaw and this is a flaw, because I want you guys to be 100% clear of what you guys are getting. This is a good deal for $7 for me. There's nothing wrong with $7 in my opinion. Some of you guys don't think it's a good deal. Some of you guys think it's a great deal. For me, this is definitely a thumbs up on the $7, but I do point out some of the things that might be a downside for some people. The biggest downside for me would probably be, I hate that that bar on that wall blocking that, and it's up so high, but that's not a big enough deal breaker for me to stop staying here. And the card thing is a little bit of a deal breaker, but those two are not big enough deal breakers for me. That's why we decided on the 7th. Fluffy said it might be a little noisier on the 2nd, and then we came up here and we said, yeah, it's not going to be noisy, but we need a magnifying glass to see the park. Those are shoulder killer beds. I'm glad. I hear so many people that say, I need to go buy a bed. Like, I've never had a bad bed in my life, so I can sleep on any kind of bed. It's shocking, I could sleep on any kind of bed, but I can't sleep on any kind of moving vehicle. Can't sleep on a train, can't sleep on a car, can't sleep on a plane, but I can sleep on any kind of bed. Yes, please keep on pointing things out. I think those are probably the two biggest downsides. I think, but I mean, if you guys get the 4th floor, this part would be eliminated. I don't like this. This is kind of dumb. Like, you're on the 7th floor. Why do you need security bars? That, not a big enough deal breaker for me. The 2 beds, I always hate this, whether I'm in a 4-star or anything. I always hate the 2 beds. I always try to ask them, can you push the 2 beds together at least? Not a big enough deal breaker for me not to stay here. It's a tad small for me. I like 30 square meters or bigger, but we're going to be here for one night. maybe maximum 2. That's the way I would see this. I don't know. Fluffy's already trying to get onto the TV. That's the first thing she ever does.
Do not cook or iron clothes in the room. Why?
Do not iron clothes in the room. Where am I supposed to iron them? In the lobby? I don't know. This does kind of feel fine, kind of firm. Maybe we'll break. Maybe I'll have water poisoning and I'll be as stiff as a board. I sleep on park benches, so this is luxury. But remember, Fluffy's gonna sleep there and I'm gonna sleep here. Do they have Netflix? I don't think they have Netflix.
No.
We never run into the mosquitoes. I've never been bitten by a mosquito. I've never seen a mosquito.
Did.
Wait. Where?
In Tweehua.
Tweehaw? Maybe I did. But all the talk about all these mosquitoes in Danong, I've never seen a mosquito. No. I take it back. Remember at the beach, Fluffy, we seen they were flying above my head, but that was the first time in 13, 15 months that I've ever seen one mosquito. But we never could understand the talk about the mosquitoes because we never see them. I slept on park benches. I have $35 a room, and that doesn't have. I hardly ever see places with Netflix, so I wouldn't expect Netflix at much places. Banana bread poisoning. Yeah, that'd be crazy if I died tomorrow and you guys would blame the water, and then they do the toxicology and they're like, "Oh, it was rat poisoning in the banana bread," and they're like, "I could have swore it was the water." Tweewaw. If the TV has HDMI, I have about 4 of those. We used to hook up my Amazon Fire Sticks to our TVs, or we would hook up my laptop, and then I would run YouTube or all my free apps to watch stuff. I don't watch TV, Fluffy. I'm not addicted like you to TV.
Maybe you should cancel that.
I stopped watching TV decades ago. I would trade the TV for a bigger room. I would trade the TV for a breakfast buffet. I would trade the TV for practically anything. I could care less about TV. Philip, maybe you should go live in Tweehua.
No.
Philip would be the most popular guy in Tweehua.
No spinners though.
Tomorrow, we're living by the seat of our pants. So we booked this place for 1 day, but depending on how we feel, we might extend it another day. If this hotel drops down to $5, maybe we'll spend another day here. We'll eat Bonet and we'll get a $5 hotel again. Let's actually see. Fluffy, what was the password again?
Get your own password.
Fluffy, it's not that. Can you tell me what it was, Fluffster?
Give me kiss.
I will later. You have picture.
Sure.
Fluffy, I want to show them. Do you think 300 budget on food per month in Nha Trang? Not in the area that we lived. The area that you've seen most of our videos? No. In Marcus's area? Possibly. That's about $10 a day. In Marcus's area? Possibly. In the area we lived in at our hotel? No way. Fluffy, that's not password. Yeah, unless you, so to be fair, if you ordered all your food on Grab and ate in your hotel room, possibly, yes. But if you ate in your neighborhood, in our neighborhood where all the resorts are, no, you couldn't do it.
Why don't Philip stay in our hotel? It has
Because Philip would turn down a better hotel if he didn't find it. Our hotel, from the amenities and what I seen, is better than his. But if Philip doesn't find it, then it's not good. He's the type that if he doesn't find it, it's not good. That place with the park near the looks enticing. How close is it to the college? Which place? The place with the park near there looks enticing. I'm not sure. Are you talking about our park outside? I don't think there's a college around here.
There's a school.
There's like an elementary school that's down the street, but not a college. Let's see. Agoda's been going crazy. When we got on the train today, this room was $10. Then at one point it got down to $6, and then when we came here it was $7. So let's see. Let's see what the new price for this place is. Let's see if tomorrow it will go down. If not, we will go back to Danong tomorrow. We will go back tomorrow. So we're going to play it by ear. We have no... No, we want it for tomorrow. There we go. We'll monitor the price. Agoda has it for $7. So I don't think it's going to be cheaper. Yeah, it's just $7 still. Vietnamese amateurs at hotel management, all they have to do is add a foam mattress topper to each of those bed. I think if you guys are coming to Asia for customer service and luxury, Fluffy, do you want to go to that store? I want to try to get ice somewhere. Even at the restaurant next door.
He's maybe the store at the other side.
I just want to get ice from anywhere we can.
Yeah.
Even if it's at the Bonet restaurant, pay for a cup of ice or something.
Okay, because like the restaurant that he's pointing at, the place he's pointing at is the grocery.
Well, did you look at the grocery on the map to see where it's at?
Yeah, it's by the park. He's pointing the co-op.
I don't know what that is.
Remember the plaza that we walked going to the pizza
Where the KFC
place?
is?
Yeah.
What time does it say it closes?
He doesn't know.
On Google Maps. The Vietnamese, how long? He's going to stay there for about 6 years. I don't know if there's a college here. I would imagine there's...
Of course there is.
I don't know where it's at, though.
Why?
Bar fridge? Yeah, the mini fridge is over here. So there's a mini fridge. Everything's included here.
Maybe.
Except for a balcony. No balcony. I don't think there's an ice machine downstairs. Is it dynamic pricing? I don't know what's been going on, Tim, but over the past week since we started this trip, Agoda's pricing has at least went up and down 5 times a day on all the hotels. Soon? What time is it? It's closing at 10. We got 7 minutes. Maybe we can go to the Bonet restaurant and see if they'll sell us some ice. Let's put our shoes on. Yeah, it's crazy. I never seen Agoda go up and down this much. I monitored all the prices on all of our hotels during this stay, and
You have money.
yes, I have money. I monitored all the prices. It's okay. We'll only be gone for a second.
The room is starting.
I think off. Fluffy, we need to close this door so all the air doesn't escape. If it goes off, it's because we're going in the elevator, but... So I've been monitoring all the prices, and they go up and down. Like literally, sometimes it'll be $10, and a few hours later, it'll be $6. And then I'll check again, and it'll be $9. And then like I'll check later and be like $7. I don't know. We'll just see. If we strike out, we strike out. We tried to use that. I tried to use a debit card, and it didn't work. Usually it does. That's a travel hack, but some reason at this place it didn't work. I can't tell grade. And I never said there was a school here. I don't know what college you were about. Down the street, like a few buildings down, is a... Would love to get a cup of ice and hydrate myself. Watch it, Fluster. This is the Indonesian restaurant. It's very nice hotel room, only for $7. And remember, if I would have booked it last week for today in advance, it would only been $5. So I don't think... And at the highest I've ever seen that room was 10. So 10 is the max that I've seen it. Xin chào. Xin chào. Why are you staying if it's more cheaper? I don't know. It's just so cheap, and we're on a trip. I don't know. It's kind of whenever trips are over, I kind of hate it. How much do you want to buy? Maybe like 1 cup.
Mot,
Like 1 cup.
motak. Motak. Bao nhiêu?
Ah.
No. Maybe 5. You have.
Well, she said no price.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, Vanessa, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Thank you. Come on. What time do you close? What time? Finish. Okay.
Okay.
9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10. Okay, come on. That hotel price was about the same price I paid for a hotel. Yeah, Tim told me the cheapest place he's ever stayed in was $15, and that was in 2010. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to think if I've ever even paid $15 for a hotel room in Vietnam. They're so nice. I think the most expensive place that I've ever paid in Vietnam was the studio in Hue, and I definitely overpaid for that. That was $19. No, I take it back. The second most expensive was Thuy Hoa, $17. But I could not imagine. So $15. We're back up. So before I was so rudely interrupted by the elevator.
But it's all tickets.
By the elevator.
But it's all tickets.
I'm not sure, Fluffy. Maybe it means something like coupons or something. In my opinion, I would never spend more than $20 is my max I would ever spend in Vietnam. That's my absolute max from what I know, what I get for 20 and under. I could never, it's like you can't ever get the toothpaste back into the tube. So I know what I get for $7, what I get for $9, what I get for $12. We just had a 4-star hotel with all amenities for $12.
They said, no, but I was like
$15 in Saigon for a similar hotel. That's what I'm saying. You pay $15 is a decent hotel. Like remember, you just seen the place we had for $12. So for me, I'm very cautious about spending more than $20 in Vietnam. Philippines, it wouldn't be possible. Philippines, $20 is going to be basically bare minimum. No, but I'm talking about Tim. No, $15 in Saigon for a similar hotel. Tim said he spent $15 was the cheapest back in 2010. Yeah, because remember, even our apartment is now with the new price, it went from $18 a night to like almost $15 a night in our apartment, 2-bedroom. So for me, I can't look at prices of hotels ever the same again. It's hard for me to go, hey, you have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $15 a night. Hey, you stayed in Nha Trang in a 4-star hotel 5 minutes from the beach with all amenities for $12. So it's like, how the hell can I ever pay $20 for something either the same or less? Look, I have to sit in the basement and smoke on the steps. Or you can go live in Thuy Hoa. Go live in Thuy Hoa. According to your prices, I overpay 100% every time. Tim, man, you need to hire... You know how people have lawyers on payroll? You need to have me on payroll to find your hotels. So I won't even put you in places like this, but I guarantee you, I'll get you the kind of hotels that fit your requirements at a huge discount. I do not smoke. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do any Philip kind of stuff. I don't think Philip drinks, though. Now you're gonna have to bone the landlady in Danong. You could stay in this hotel long term. I couldn't because I need a kitchen and I need a separate living room. So me and Fluffy both work online. We need our space. We could not coexist in this. And there's no, it's too small. It's just too small. This is about as big as our living room and our kitchen, this whole place. This place is too small for us to coexist. We would never have no privacy. I just had a phone call with my mom last night. I had to go stand in the bathroom while Fluffy was in bed. Like, I need space. You said you don't want to do that service? No, I'm talking about if Tim had me on payroll, like how you have a lawyer on payroll, like you give him a yearly fee, and anytime you need a lawyer, like, hey man, I just went to jail, man, I got my lawyer on payroll, I give him a monthly stipend. That's what Tim can do. All you big high rollers like Tim, have me on payroll. Anytime you guys need a hotel, you call me up or you email me and say, hey, Will, man, I'm going to X, Y, and Z city. These are my requirements. This is what I need. Put me on payroll. All the big ballers, any big ballers, have me as, like I said, I don't know if they have that in UK, but in USA, they'll say like, I have an attorney, he's on payroll. Like, that's what I'm talking about. A retainer. Yeah, see, Seymour knows what I'm talking about. So that means like I get a set amount for every month, whether he calls me 100 times a month and has me look for 100 places, or if he calls for nothing, it's all the same. That's called like a retainer or on payroll. That's what they call it in USA. I wish we would have got 2 cups, Fluffy. Where else can I put some of this ice in here? Fluster, can I put some of this ice in here? I don't want to use it all in 1 cup.
Where will you use the ice?
Maybe I'll put the ice in here and put it in the fridge. I just don't want to waste all the ice in 1 cup.
Put it in my tumbler instead.
Tumbler? I don't want your germs.
But then put it there. You want that germs.
Yes, I'd rather have these germs than your germs. Let me see. Let me put this in the fridge. What do you mean big refrigeration and microwave? Dark brother, you're telling me you use microwaves? Man, you're always talking about going healthy and eating healthy. How do you use a microwave? Microwaves, the only thing I ever is to heat things up, but I never cook things. You can call me a conspiracy theorist, but I just don't believe using microwaves to cook things. Yeah, we have a service we pay. My dad used a PA that did that for him. How much would you charge? I don't even know. It was kind of more of a joke, but I don't know. I don't know if I would actually do it. It was kind of more of a joke, but maybe I'll add that to the list of services down the road. Who knows? But it was more of a joke for Big Baller Tim. BBT. Big Baller Tim. Yeah, put me on Bonet retainer.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ooh, Fluffy, they gave us soap, Q-tips. Where's my bags? There we go. Ugh. Soaps. I'm having a night recap. But how am I going to stir this? With my finger? What am I going to...
Shake it like that.
Shake it? What do you mean shake it, Fluffy? I need a... No, it needs a good stir.
No, here, look. Fluffy, there's Benadina.
Fluffy, where's our towels?
This guy is not a drinker. That's why he doesn't know how to stir
Fluffy,
it.
where's our towels?
That's what you do on beer or like whiskey on ice.
Hold on, let me catch up. Hold on. I never cook in a hotel. I just need the fridge to store my drinks and leftover. The microwave is to reheat. I can understand about the reheating, but for me, I need a stove because I don't go out for every meal.
See, it's already stir.
Did you have Bonet today? I did not have Bonet today, but Earl will probably have it tomorrow. We have a Bonet restaurant about 10 feet to the right of us. That's actually where we just got this free ice. Well, Fluffy paid for it, but they were going to give it to us for free. So I will probably go down there and eat 25,000 VND Bonet tomorrow.
Oh, 33.
Fluffy, remember they said don't ever say the amount because as soon as that happens, it goes down.
This one? The likes? Really? Who
No,
said that?
I don't know. As soon as people said, don't ever say your likes, or else as soon as it does, it goes down. It's like the modem. There's an outdoor smoking place. Address this issue. What did I miss? You didn't answer me. Do you have a lost son somewhere? The kid looks like you before he was eating Bonet.
Oh, this one?
I do not have any kids.
Who's the kid?
Who's the kid?
That's not Charlie?
You need a stove in a hotel? No. No, what I'm talking about is staying long term. So a lot of you guys were like, "Oh man, I want to come stay in Quy Nhon. I'm gonna book it for $190 for a month." And I tell them, "That's a great price, but for me, I couldn't do a hotel like this for longer than 4 or 5 days."
They want to see the
But some guys like Philip stayed in his hotel for Philip. How long were you in your hotel for? 3 months, 4 months, something like that.
There.
But he has the same shirt. Do the one that has the same shirt as me. Where's the one with the same shirt?
I like this one.
Fluffy, the same one with the same shirt. No,
It's so cute.
that one. Look, he's got the same shirt as me. Look, he's got the same shirt as me.
Oh, it's so cute.
He's got the same shirt as me.
You laugh at this. Maybe I do like this.
Philip stayed in a hotel for 4 months. He should get a award. Philip, you never had, what is that? There's a word for it. It's like where you feel cramped in.
This
Like,
is so cute too. I know. You closed it.
you banged it against my hand. I'm out. You got too many trolls on here tonight. Too many trolls? I don't even think we had any trolls tonight.
So cute. He's so cute. I want to hug him.
I think tonight's the least
Even
amount of
this
trolls.
one is cute.
I think tonight's the least amount of trolls.
Maybe you use this as a thumbnail.
Claustrophobic. There's another word for it, but I don't know how Philip stayed in that place for 4 months. I don't think I could stay in a hotel for 4 months. That's unless it was like a penthouse.
The Nightlife. He's so cute.
A lot hostile for a bunk.
Support, dude. Stuffy.
A hostel and a bunk bed for a month. Jesus Christ, Philip.
Like this one.
Jesus
You
Christ.
always do that. So cute.
That's my $5 dinner challenge, though. I know exactly that thumbnail.
So cute.
Who's starting to troll you? I don't see any. I haven't seen any troll besides the one that's messaged that got kicked out. I don't know who's trolling. The best is with the hand on the chin.
Yeah, I like that too. I thought this would be your best.
That kind of looks like the water dispenser downstairs.
Yeah, so cute.
I think that one looks like the water dispenser downstairs. Hopefully, I'm not going to die from
Do
this
they
water.
look together? Do they look alike?
I don't have any red hats, so. I don't know. That's what I was asking too. I was like, who's trolling?
Who's this? Fluffy, even your Trump hat is not red.
My Trump? What Trump hat?
Let's make America great again.
I don't have a Trump hat.
You don't? I thought you do.
Where? I have my A's hat. I have
No,
my
I mean I thought you have one in US, cause like
couple years ago. I never brought that out here.
no, but I mean, cause like
No, that one was black.
remember at the
Yeah, it was a
in
black one.
in the Philippines, like who's that guy who
See?
was yeah, and then you stir it like
No, that never stirs.
that. Of course it does.
Fluffy, it doesn't.
The
What should I eat tonight? Bonet? Bonet is always number one if you can get it, but I don't think you can get Bonet in USA. Do you ever have 100K meals? The highest price we've ever spent in Vietnam. Other countries we spent more, but in Vietnam, I think the highest bill we've ever paid, I think, was at Tam's Pub. I think we almost spent 300,000.
Oh, Missy, Tam. May
Besides,
her soul rest in peace.
I think Tam's Pub, we spent 300,000. Where's our most expensive restaurant besides there, Fluffster? Maybe Flyburger. I think Flyburger we spent like
remember, like,
260
we
or
were-
280. I can't tell you that. That's a secret. You want to know how I made my action figure? Oh yeah, let me show you guys my action figure. Where's my other phone, Fluffy? Oh, it's right here. Let me show you guys my action figure. Actually, I have a few of them. Tell me which ones you guys think. I'm going to be like the YouTubers that don't tell their budget and don't tell where they live. I'm going to keep this one a secret, not tell anybody. I'm going to keep my ball. My mom told me. Like how all the YouTubers don't say what their budget is or what part of the city they live in. I'm going to keep it a secret because I don't want no one to know. Let me see. This is the one that Fluffy likes the most. Oh, here we go. This is the most one that everyone says a lot about. Look. I don't know why they have me in a long sleeve, but that's the Russian Mafia one that you guys say. There's the Russian Mafia one. I never ate at Motor City Pizza. I ate at Gilda's Pizza, which was $250. But at Tam's, I spent like $300. So here's Russian Mafia. This is the Russian Mafia one. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Fluffy actually likes this one. This one looks creepy to me. Fluffy, this is the one that you like, Fluffy.
Yeah.
That one looks scary. That just looks like someone just like put on my clothes like that's not me. And then this is everyone's favorite though. This is everyone's favorite. Look, it comes with the Bonet. The Bonet, there's my GoPro. There's my laptop. There's the GoPro. Best budget hacks included. The fanny pack. The glasses. I think this is the best one. I think this, and it comes with 30% more. That's the best one. That one is the scariest. That's like a serial killer one. To me, that's the serial killer one. That one scares me. I swear, that looks like someone put on my... Like, I went outside and someone put on my clothes and I came home and I caught them in my house. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then they jump out of my window and run away. Like, that one just doesn't... That one just looks too real and too creepy. That one is me. If any of these are me, this is the closest one. Look, it's got the fanny pack. I got the glasses on. The Bonet's there. This one's just too happy. Like he just found something. I should put that as like some kind of figure. I should make merchandise out of that one. Fluffy, you should buy one of those of me, and then you can hang it up all over the wall.
I don't know, Fluff, if that's able to print at 3D printer.
I don't know.
My cousin has a. My cousin has a.
I'm never that happy. That happy is like the guy just won freaking the lottery. That guy's like, not only happy, but he's like serial killer happy.
My cousin has a friend who
Yeah, I made it with AI.
who lent his 3D printer to my cousin, and like my cousin can't. I don't know if it can print through 3D printer, but like we've made so much with the 3D printer, like a battery holder or like a shelf. It's a small 3D printer, but I don't know if it can print action figure, because you have to, yeah, you just pour water and
How much do you want me to drink?
I don't know, but you can just you have to put that in the fridge, because I don't know if they have ants here.
What about uncles? Those beds are made for hard banging. That's what the check-in guy said.
That's what we need. Because we've been tired and sleep all day.
I just hope I'm chugging down that water. Hopefully, it's filtered. But remember what they say: what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
What doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Fluffy, are you having a seizure? I don't know. This is our $7 hotel, which should have been $5. I was 90% sure we were going to come back to Quy Nhon, but I didn't pull the trigger and book this, or I didn't reserve it for today. But if so, this place would have been $5. There's our mini fridge. Here's Fluffy's bed. She's going to sleep on this tonight. I'm going to sleep on the big bed. And then, actually that AC is blowing pretty good now. There was our park view. We're down there. The AC is blowing pretty good. Then our 2 free bottles of water, our kettle, and everyone's favorite, including mine, the Asian shower. Does the window open? Good question.
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
The window does open. But here's what I don't understand. We're on the freaking 6th floor. Why the hell do they have the security bars? Look. Oh yeah, it opens. There you go. So whenever we have our garbage, we can just toss it down there. Whack somebody on the head. Or when I want to dump out the cup of ice, I'll just throw it down there. Hopefully no one will be down there. $7, man. $7. What do you guys think? You can't jump out. It's got a security bar. Look. Help. Help. I'm in prison. 25. I think it's 27 square meters. TV. Fluffy. The very first thing that she did is came in and tried to look. What's on cable? What's on cable? Got a closet?
Slide.
Outside. Huh? Oh my god, guess what it is, guys? Oh my god. It's Gypsy coming out of the closet. Ah, there's Gypsy coming out of the closet. Literally and figuratively. And there's our mini fridge. Eee! Fluffy. Here, I'm just gonna put this in the cup.
Fluffy.
Fluffy!
A spanky. I'll smack your face.
Fluffy! That's assault.
And this is vinegar. And this is vinegar.
Why are you pointing your finger at me? We're gonna have breakfast bonnet at the crack of dawn. Hell no, I'm not getting up early tomorrow. I don't need to get up. We're done getting up early. We're halfway home, guys. We're almost back in Da Nang. Fluffy, where's the garbage? Where's our garbage? Washroom? You mean the bathroom? I guess this is our only garbage. Just spend $7 on a latte. You could have either had a latte or you could have had a latte hotel room. Fluffy, give us a review on the cable channels. She would probably know all of them.
Puffy, you know what? When I was working in the hotel, I memorized all the cable channels.
Wow.
It's part of the job. Because, like, there are people and lazy people who say, do you know what channel is HBO? Do you know what channel is ESPN?
Yeah, Channel 5.
How do I use the remote? Every single, like, also the part of my job is like direct, like,
Direct TV.
I think 5, maybe at least 5 kilometers away from my hotel radius, I should know the streets, and like I was like Google Map.
Fluffy.
Yeah, I have to like.
You can't, when we do Google Maps, you don't even know which way to walk.
No, I have to know the street.
You were walking the wrong way when we put you in Google Maps tonight.
Fluffy, 10 years ago, where is there Google Map?
10 years ago means you should be 10 years better than 10 years ago.
Yeah, so like 10 years ago.
Do they have the box TV channels? I don't know what the hell the
No,
box
they don't
TV
have
channels.
TV box here. They don't have a TV box here. That was my job. Like when I'm assigned as a telephone operator. Another thing before. But this is one thing that I didn't do in my job, and like.
If you guys are out here traveling to watch freaking TV, you guys are doing it wrong.
One thing I didn't do in my job and memorize it, I have to memorize country codes and Philippine area codes.
Wow.
I can't.
5,970. So we're 30 subscribers away, guys.
I thought no saying of those such things.
We're doing the countdown. It's kind of like the New Year's Eve countdown. 30 subscribers away. I think we're going to do it this month. We should do it this month, but let's see. I don't watch TV in China. It's all propaganda all the time. The English language channels are the worst. I can't get in. I'm not going to say I hate TV. I always have something better to do. Even if it's watching something on YouTube, watching something on Facebook. Like, I just never can get into one channel. I'm saying bad things about TV.
Because one time you were...
I never watch TV at all. Like, I literally can give up
When
TV.
did you watch wrestling before, or like...
When I was a kid. I think I stopped
You used TV then.
20 years ago.
Sophie, when you were back in your apartment, you were using
When?
TV.
When?
When you were in your apartment.
I use my TV to watch YouTube.
Yeah, but still, it's TV.
Okay, when I say TV, I mean TV and cable. I don't use that. Now, I'll get on the app and watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
I will do that. But I will not watch Fox and CNN and SCI, or what's it called? Like Investigate. I don't watch none of that.
CSI.
I don't watch none of that stuff. I just watch...
I believe CSI is still on TV.
What I want to do, nothing. I lay on the bed. So what I do is I'll do that, and here's what I'll do. This is exactly what I do. So if it's not YouTube, here's how I kill my time. Look, I come up here, and I go to this little... This is the best button on Facebook, the TV icon, right? And then I just watch these little things. There's the honky tonk man, right? And I just watch stuff like this.
Wrestling funeral sense.
Sophie, it's 10 o'clock.
Walk down that KFC rabbit hole.
What time
Let me
are
take
you
this.
finishing
If this video
here?
can stop you from stuffing
Sophie.
My name is not Fruffy.
Sophie.
Big show,
I
big
didn't
show.
have
That's
a
neat
boom
anyway.
this
Remember, 'cause
trip.
Maybe next trip.
No.
WrestleMania was on yesterday, and it was on today. It was also... They started doing it Saturday and Sunday. But I stopped watching wrestling years ago. We were just talking about that. You missed our wrestling conversation earlier, Philip. We were talking about wrestling about an hour ago. 15 minutes from Chicago in the state of Indiana. Yeah, he lives in Gary, Indiana. The Honky Tonk Man, yes, is still alive. Actually, I met his son. I met his son at a little wrestling convention. His son was pretty cool. I've actually met a few wrestlers when I worked at the news station in the sports department. So I met Roddy Piper. I met Honky Tonk Man. I met a lot of famous people. All were pretty cool people. The Honky Tonk Man. I'm surprised you guys remember about the Honky Tonk Man. I bet Philip, when he was young, he probably looked like the Honky Tonk Man. Back in the 50s, Philip looked like the Honky Tonk Man. Philip, look, let me show you. Let me show you the old picture of the Honky Tonk Man. This is how I imagine Philip looked when he was a young guy. I'll show you guys. Honky Tonk Man, WWF. This is how I imagine. This is how Philip used to dress up when he was back in the 50s and the 60s. Philip, does this remind you of you? Yeah, there's a lot of wrestlers. Well, the older generation of wrestlers died a lot because they would drive everywhere, first of all. Then they'd be hopped up on drugs. They would do steroids. It was mostly the traveling life that killed them. Nowadays, wrestlers work way less. They take planes. They have paid contracts. Back in those days, wrestlers, if they didn't wrestle, they didn't get paid. So those guys would take drugs to stay up, alcohol to go to sleep. They would freaking work every single day. If they had a broken ankle, they would tape it up, put some drugs in their system and go wrestle, because if they didn't wrestle, they didn't get paid. So they really beat their bodies up a lot back in the 80s. We have not decided yet. We have not decided, Utsav.
The one bedroom 10 million again.
Ooh.
At Chowty Vintehood Pool.
Yeah, I figured that place won't rent, especially with that construction and the layout. Our plan at this moment is probably to check out at 12 and go home. But if this rental price drops down to $5, we might say, screw it. Let's blow the budget and spend another $5 and spend another night. But we'll see. We're thinking we're probably going to take the train back to Da Nang tomorrow. But if this amazing $7 hotel drops down to $5, maybe we'll stay. Maybe we'll stay another night. I'll eat a 25,000 bonnet. I'll pay another $5 for here, and then maybe we'll stay another night.
Are you going to say good night to your viewers now?
I thought you were gonna say, are you gonna say good night to your friends? That's like what your mom said. Tell your friends they gotta go home. It's dinner time.
Fluffy, you don't have friends.
My imaginary friends.
And I need boom boom.
Fluffy. No, I dressed up in doctor's outfit and played with the girl next door under the bush. The doctor? Who are you? Dr. Seuss?
Who's that?
He was Dr. Seuss.
That's Philip.
Philip, man, get the hell out of the USA. I'm going to call Philip now Dr. Seuss from now on. Dr. Seuss, Philip eats green eggs and ham. No, Philip eats green eggs and spam. Philip, the green eggs and spam. Did you guys ever see that movie Drop Dead Fred, when the girl had the imaginary friend? Fluffy says I don't have any friends anywhere, and she says I only have imaginary friends.
Fluffy, maybe you're like a beautiful mind.
What is that?
Have you seen that movie? You haven't seen that movie? A Beautiful Mind?
Food prices in...
Well, that's one of the nicest.
Never seen it,
movie.
Fluffster.
How about Fight Club?
Nope. I don't watch movies, I tell you that, Fluffster.
Goodness, you haven't seen Fight Club? Maybe you're in Fight Club or A Beautiful Mind.
Food prices are much cheaper in Quy Nhon compared to Nha Trang. Very much. The Bonet place next door is $25,000. Cheapest Bonet I've ever seen. We just went out for a nice feast of beef and pork spring rolls that you make your own. Big plate of meat, and it was $5 for both of us total, so about $2.50 a person. Quy Nhon's food price is much, much cheaper, and this hotel is $7. Yeah, this year I'll probably have to get a colonoscopy. You did watch Fight Club? I haven't seen a lot of movies, so you guys would be shocked. I haven't seen, never seen any Star Wars, never seen any Lord of the Rings. I think I've seen one Indiana Jones. I haven't seen a lot of movies. I'm not a big movie guy. Yes, Philip loves Spam. If he would have bought stock in Spam, he would have been a billionaire by now. He loves Spam. Philip, have you had any Spam since you've been back to the USA? Spam went out on a dinner date with, Philip went out on a Spam dinner date with the Zodiac Killer the other day. No, there ain't no rumor. He loves it. That's not a rumor. That is not a rumor. I guess I'll give you guys a quick tour. No, this place does not have a breakfast. It's $7.
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
I asked my cousin, since when did WrestleMania become 2 days? He said it has been going on for 2 days since the lockdown. So he
I didn't
said,
know that.
for them to have more money, and then
For more money. So let me do a cribs tour. Welcome to my crib. I'm Will Travels. I spend almost $5 a day on this place. So it's $7. You got your water in your kettle over here. This is the top Vietnam water label called Life Water. You got your high-tech kettle. You got your dual bed. You guys have heard of dual SIM cards. This is called dual beds. You got your TV over here. The AC's cranking like crazy. This bed is the queen bed. This is the Fluffster's bed. That's my bed, where all the magic happens.
what magic? There's no magic.
There's no magic. That's the mini table. Here is our view from the 6th floor. That's the park. There's the park right there. And actually, we only knew because Philip asked us, the window actually opens. So there you go. You got that. You got that. $7 for this place. So this is my cheapest hotel I've ever bought. $7 a night. Last week, I stayed at a $9 place, but this now takes the lead on the cheapest hotel I've ever stayed at. And if I would have reserved this place last week, this place would have been $5. So I dropped the ball. I should have reserved it last week, and this place would have been $5. So that's this place. It's called Quy Nhon Center Hotel. Do you have Hawaiians love Spam? This is called Quy Nhon Center Hotel.
Okay, look what you do to your. You're showing my.
Do you have subscription of his Amazon? I do have Amazon Prime. I just never use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't watch movies on it? I do have it, but I don't use it. I thought you're spreading a rumor. No, I'm not. Why would I make up a rumor about Spam? I don't lie. I watched the Transformer series and the other movies while I was in my hotel. Fried eggs and Spam. La Vie. Oh, I thought it said Life Water.
It's like he said, really, you love spam? Yeah. I thought it was just a humor. It's two sentence. Rumor.
Yeah, I said, no, it wasn't a rumor. I told the truth. No, Spam is too expensive. I need super chats to buy them. What magic on the bed? I can make the rabbit pop out of a hat. Or I could pull the what's that called? The cloth?
So do you want me to do Fight Club to you? I'll do Fight
I do Fight Club to you.
Come here.
No.
They see you with the black eye. Look, the bed is big for wrestling. WrestleMania?
Fluffy,
Don't do
I'm
bad.
trying to do live stream. I'm working.
Don't do bad to me.
Look at this. Call the police, somebody. Fluffy, I only have one.
No.
Fluffy, you're breaking my fingers.
See me.
See, Fluffy, they're already signaling the emergency alarm. Ow! Fluffy, my arm doesn't go that way.
Remember this wrestling move?
No, I don't remember that.
How about this one?
I need to tell them goodbye.
So long, farewell. The people say goodbye to you.
Ow.
And you.
Ow.
And you.
Ow,
and you,
ow,
and you.
ow.
Do you know that movie?
No, I don't know that movie.
So long, farewell. The people say goodbye.
I gotta say goodbye to them.
So long, farewell.
Don't forget the same snow painting on the wall that I had. This one?
Say goodbye. That's
The Sound of Music.
to you and you and you and you and you.
Fluffy, I need to say goodbye to them.
Good night.
Let me see. So we're gonna check the subscribers one last time. If you guys want to get in and put your last, if you want to double tap the screen to give it a like, it helps the channel. It tells YouTube that the channel is being watched and people like it. If you guys want to see, if you guys want to subscribe, you enjoy this, please hit the subscribe button. We will update it. Let's see if anyone listened to me. No one did, but you guys have about 10 seconds left. If you guys subscribe and you haven't, you will see this number update. So if you want to see your number update and see that you guys did some work, we will check it in 10 seconds. And if not, then I guess you guys don't subscribe.
Happy travels, everyone.
What would you sit on? Let's give it 5 more seconds. 5. She's high, I think. High on life. No, what did she drink?
Hey, Ken.
She had the iced tea.
Hey, Ken.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Wow, thank you,
1.
Ken, for subscribing.
Did we get any
Simon
subscribers?
Bun-
Oh, that was Ken. I think that was Ken. So big thumbs up to Ken. We
you,
are
Ken.
29 subscribers away from the magical number of 6,000. So we are going to sleep in for sure tomorrow. There's no breakfast buffet and there's no train in the
Good night,
morning.
Timmy.
So
Timothy Tran.
refresh it. I know, I did. We just seen you. We just seen you. So it went from 70 to 71. There we go. We will do a live stream some point tomorrow. I don't know if we're going back to Danong tomorrow. We will make that decision before checkout time. If this $7 hotel goes down to $5, we probably will, but we'll see. So we'll keep you informed. See you guys later.